So I was in Chimes, right? So I went to Chimes. I lived alone in Baton Rouge or whatever. And I just had a lonely night. I wanted to go somewhere. Fuck it. And then my roommates, FYI, they were on that brown, bro.
That brown will break you down.
Literally, they were down. Ooh. And I was like, fuck, man. What am I doing?
Shit's bad, bro.
Yeah. And so I never like being home. You know what I'm saying? Like you would hear like weird, like at night. I'm like, fuck, bro. I don't want to shoot people. You know what I mean? Like you just like, you don't know what the fuck's about to pop off, you know?
Right.
And then, but whatever. Nothing really happened bad, whatever there. But I went to Chimes that day. I ordered like a light, something light. And this guy next to me, he's like, hey, that's stop ordering those piss beers. He's like, so he ordered me a stout, a Guinness.
Right.
He said, that's what a gentleman drinks. That's what we drink. And he was from Arsenal, wherever he's from. And then we started drinking dark beer, and he's like, you never drank with an Englishman before? He said, okay, today's the day. So he ordered all the brandy that it had in shots so I could taste around the world in brandy, right? That was a blackout night, 100%. And then me and him are cool now. Like me and so he's like the either the regional manager of some insurance company or whatever.
He schooled you.
So he was loaded. Yeah, he was
But
good.
he schooled you on some shit.
Yeah.
Like some fire shit.
And I knew like the fight song of some soccer team over there or whatever for some reason, because I watched this movie with the you know how they got like gangs or whatever, what they called. They fight each other, the soccer teams over there.
I think so.
You never knew that? Hooligans. And I knew the West Ham one.
Thank you, Tyler.
Bowling Bubbles. And he's like, yeah. And then we just became cool, bro.
That was a Tyler question.
And then he thought I was dating his daughter.
Yeah.
I was like, no, that's not me, bro.
Damn. Why
And I was like, let me see it. I don't know.
He thought you looked like a soccer player?
And I think she's into like Spanish looking dudes. They're from Texas.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's normal.
Yeah. But
I wonder why he thought that.
I mean,
fuck him.
I'm a handsome guy, bro.
Yeah, bro. But at least you drinking Irish stout now, bro. Well, you drinking all kind of stouts.
Yeah. That's why I started drinking dark beer, because of him.
You look
everything
fresh
else
in
is
that
like
hat,
piss
by the
beer.
way.
Or like fishing beer. You know what I mean? Like you go fishing, you go drink some ultras, blah blah blah. You hanging out.
Miller Lite.
Yeah.
No, you look tight, Bobo. You got the fresh ass hat. You got your little hat going.
Oh, what's it called? The best stop. Shout out.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, that Boudin's good, bro.
You're a Latin redneck, Bobo.
I am, bro. I got a little coon ass in me for sure.
He loves that shit. What's up, Jacob? What's up?
I'm back.
Round 2, baby. Want to come back for some more of this shit, huh?
Yeah, man.
This shit's fun.
Absolutely.
How was your first experience?
It's cool, man. I wish I had more time, but
yeah, I know.
tonight I got all night so we can get on our journey.
Are we on a time crunch tonight?
No time
all
crunch.
All right, cool.
Time crunch, man.
So what's up, bro?
Shit, living my best life.
Where you want to start?
Shit, where do you want to start?
All right. So look, it seems like you're about to go all in for sure right now.
Hey, dude.
All in, man.
You know what we were talking about? Like, you about to go on the second story. You about to like, you're feeling it right now.
I'm going to need some mead for this shit.
Yeah. I mean,
that's what it seems like right now. You're on not on the fence, but you're out there. You ever been skydiving?
I've been skydiving.
Okay, you know how
no, I haven't. I want to go skydiving.
Hey, there we go, bro. Slidell, NWLINS, Nolan Skydive.
Nolan Skydive.
They have the best safety rating. FYI, I went already. But it seems like right before you're about to jump.
Yeah.
I feel like you have that feeling right now. You about to fully.
Yeah, I just gotta see where we're gonna start the story off at, man. Honestly, I think last time.
And I love that, bro.
We kind of did a broad overview of shit.
Yeah.
And, so yeah, I guess to kind of start where we're.
Cheers it off, Jacob. Cheers it off, Bobo.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers.
The King Arthur and them, bro.
Cheers the episode.
And the Magic Vikings.
That's
right.
That's
it. Let's go.
To Valhalla.
Oh shit.
You're so good, bro.
Bro, what the fuck is this?
It's that mead, bro.
Do I gotta take it as a shot or do I just sip on this?
I speak different right now.
Hey, bro, what the fuck? Was I supposed to take a gulp of that?
Yeah, you gonna put that high noon down soon.
So should I like keep sipping on it or no?
Hey, yeah.
What are y'all doing? Y'all drink the whole thing already? I don't know, bro. Y'all still got some shit in y'all glass.
Yeah.
Y'all look like y'all don't want to do it again.
Hey, we
some good shit.
This shit's scary.
It's just pretty good.
It's pretty good, bro.
It's pretty good.
Leaving looking at me like, what the fuck's wrong with this motherfucker?
It's like me. It's like
Come take a sip of this shit. You'll see what I'm talking about.
it's good, bro. What is it? Wheat, honey, and
What the? Yeah,
water,
it's a little bit of
whatever.
everything, bro.
Bit of everything.
It was like the first alcohol invented. It's back in the Moses
That shit's
days. son.
cool, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, dude.
Back in the Moses days, bro. Right there, dude.
Hey, bro. And this ain't even the one that your boy said was good.
Yeah.
He was shitting on this one. Huh?
Pretty good, man.
How are
pretty
you
good.
supposed to indulge in this? Like, is
amazing.
it supposed to be like a shot, a sip? I took a fucking gulp and I just feel amazing. I don't even know. My brother-in-law looks like he's having a good time. I don't really
yeah.
get it. I mean,
Remember I called you one day like 8 months ago ish, and I was like, hey, bro, I know what I'm gonna drink from now on. If I ever drink something, it'd only be this one thing.
I'm bringing this to EDC, bro.
It's what kings drink. That's what I want to drink.
You're a fucking king.
And
Yeah, you're a
Bible
fucking
said
king, that's it.
only
Fucking
kings
king.
sitting at the table. And you say that? Only kings eat at the table?
Yeah.
I like that little saying.
That's right.
That's how I feel, bro. I feel like we definitely got 3 kings in this bitch right now.
Yeah.
Got
Now-
a few in the room.
It was like a movie. Wasn't that a movie, bro? 3 Kings or something?
You look like a movie star right now,
was
Bobo.
a
You got like the mustache with like the hat. Like you look like a Top Gun, like Renaissance looking.
Yeah, I'm a
motherfucker.
Top Gun Renaissance right there. Hey, that's
bro.
another idea right there.
Yeah. Top Gun Renaissance. There you go.
I
Top
did.
Gun.
Great movies and everything, you know.
Top Gun, Cajun,
Hey, you want me to tell you a funny story
Cajun
real
lover.
quick?
Top
Let
Gun,
me tell you a
Cajun
funny story
lover.
about a
Fucking right.
movie.
I want to hear it.
Because Renaissance. Okay, so look.
Hey, Brandon,
talking about
did
movies.
you try this mead? Hey, bro, get Brandon
Get you a
this
swig
shit.
of it,
Hey, bro.
bro.
I'm gonna just excuse me, guys.
We're all
I'm looking-
COVID free,
yeah,
bro.
look,
It don't
look.
even
yeah,
exist,
we're all
bro.
COVID free, and this mead. I mean, Bobo's been talking about this shit for like a year.
Herpes free, right?
Yeah,
I hope so.
Fair enough.
I mean,
fair enough. Good enough.
Good enough.
you can't take it with you,
Full
right?
stacks.
Or can you?
All right, look.
Bro, the reaction on people's faces when they drink this shit is so great because it's weird, right, B? It's not like, it's not disgusting. It's shocking. You're like, did I just experience this fucking sip? Is that what you felt, Jacob?
Yeah.
It's like a little burst. It's weird.
What they used to
It's
yell.
cool. It's kind of like
I
smoking
feel like a
weed.
Viking right now.
Yeah, I
bro.
feel like I fucking just did like acid or mushroom. It's kind of wild. A little psychedelic. I mean, or am I tripping because I took acid?
You might have been
Probably
tripping
because you
a little
took
bit.
acid.
All right,
you probably-
damn, bro. Y'all not feeling like that? Well, then y'all need to take this shit on.
Hey, I'm feeling good, bro.
All right,
Straightforward, bro.
This shit's sticky, though. It's like tree sap. For all the listeners.
You want me to
in
hit you
case
with that
wonder.
story right quick, bro? Let me just break
Yeah,
it for a
just
laugh.
break
right
it down.
quick. All right, look.
Tastes like tree sap.
So back in the day, I had a friend of mine. He did photography and shit like that. So he, like, whenever I was laid off, like I used to just do turnarounds. So during layoff time, I'll go get like little cash jobs.
Yeah.
You know, do your little unemployment, get your cash jobs, whatever.
That's right.
So he would bring me as his light man. He was just trying to help a brother out. You know what I mean? So I was out there fucking putting up lights and shit. I didn't know what I was doing, bro. And went to this. Was it a heliport or whatever you keep the?
Babu, you look like Walton and Johnson.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, bro. Hey, raise your mic up so I can hear you.
All right, look. So
Perfect.
So,
Yes.
where was that? So we were over there in this hangar, bro, and they got this lawyer guy in New Orleans or whatever. He collects Lamborghinis, right? So he has all his Lamborghinis. We know the girl because she's like the, I don't know, you call it the trophy wife, I guess, like the pretty wife or whatever. That happened. We wake up the next day, blah, blah, blah. We're like, hey, we're going to go meet these producer people or whatever the fuck it was. I didn't know anything about movies. So that night, we went to go watch Year One, right? Remember that movie?
I remember that movie.
Dry Humor, Year One.
Yeah.
So we were at, one of these Metairie movie theaters, and we watched it, and it was just horrendous to me. I couldn't find the humor in it, and we stayed there for like an hour, and I'm just waiting on the punchline. I'm waiting on the something, and then I was like, you know what, bro? Hey, remember that moment you had with the Four Loko?
Mm-hmm.
I had that moment in the movie theater. I was like, you know what,
Just
fuck.
fucking hit you.
Yeah, so I just, hey, you know what? So I got up and I went to go take a piss right there in the movie theater, bro. And then my friend too. So we're just peeing. It's not like we're 15.
Right.
We're a good 24 at this time. You know what I mean?
Damn, dog.
But it was just so
What the
hard.
fuck y'all was drinking?
Oh, we was eating popcorn and a
Oh,
Coke,
okay,
bro.
okay.
Icy.
What made y'all do this?
Oh, it was just boring. And then I got bored.
Tight.
And then the little dude at the top, you know how they got a dude at the top? He
Yep.
saw us. Hey, We were like, oh shit! So we just ran, bro. We ran to the
Sound like
car.
1920 movies, dog.
All right, so we
Are
get
you
up.
sure some motherfucker was standing up there, bro?
Yeah,
That sound like some shit
they're
from
up
the
there.
1920s where
They're
there's
up
like
there.
people shining the light on the fucking screen. Like,
They up there. He saw us. Yeah.
all right.
So look, the next day we meeting up this producer person, whatever the fuck it is. I didn't know anything. I don't know what at that moment I didn't know the difference between a script person, a producer, a director. I just like some movie dudes. Cool, bro. Whatever. So we go to Bulldog Uptown.
Mm-hmm.
We're sitting with the guy. It's me, buddy, my Josue. You know, I'm over there talking like usual. And they're like, hey, they're talking about movies and crap. I don't really watch movies, right? But I was
Right.
like, hey, we did watch that movie Year One yesterday. Remember Josue? Yeah, bro. So tell me about it. I was like, bro, it had to be the stupidest movie I've ever seen in my life. It was so fucking, you know, I'm just shitting on the movie, bro. Right? And I was like, it was so bad, bro. Like I got up and like at the end of it, I just pissed on the walls and shit. And I was like, bro, it had to be literally the worst movie of my life that I've ever seen. And I was like,
Damn,
it's
and
definitely.
you went and saw that motherfucker.
Yeah, I'm telling the guy about it.
Damn, dude.
And then the guy just like took a gulp like you did. He's like, thank you for that. You were honest. He's like, I wrote that.
Damn, bro.
But he absorbed it, bro. And I was like, oh shit, cool.
Damn, bro. Where you ran into this motherfucker at, bro?
Where's some meeting or something, bro? I don't know, bro. I was just there.
Some meeting.
It's
with like Hollywood people.
Here.
Imagine that one, Jacob. Bro. Can you imagine?
I can imagine.
But I was all in. I was like, hey, bro, you know, it was.
I mean, what do you say at that point? It's like, fuck it.
And then the guy even bought me a beer after, bro. What a wonderful guy, bro.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Nice man.
That was fun, bro. But it did show me how they do it. It's like you get like writers, screenwriters, or whatever, and then they sell it off to Hollywood and they buy it, blah blah blah.
It's a process for
Yeah,
sure, man.
I didn't know all that.
It's definitely a process. But yeah, man. Well, I'm glad to be back. You know, so
Right.
I don't know where we're gonna start the story off tonight, but I guess we go where I'm at right now, man.
Yeah.
Kind of taking this little leap of faith about to just quit a 6-figure job, a year job, and just say fuck it, and just be a full-time entrepreneur. And
That's fire.
yeah, man. It's kind of one of those things where, you know, it's like, you know, I was fighting, wrestling with it and stuff, and then, you know, I ultimately had to go back to and remember who the fuck I am. You know,
Yeah.
remember me when I was 19 years old, man. I literally had multiple jobs just so I can party, right? So what I mean by that, I would literally make enough money to party my ass off, do all the drugs I want, and had enough just to save a few bucks, you know, to party some more. And I actually had to dig like kind of deep, man, because I was sitting there. I was like, okay, I'm about to quit this job and all this. I'm not gonna have enough money. I'm not gonna have all this and all that. And I'm like, man, I really had to go back in time and like, even though like that version of myself, you know, my early 20s was wild, partying, doing a lot of shit I shouldn't have been doing. That motherfucker was resourceful. Like I could figure it out. Like I knew exactly how many hours I had to work to make. I knew exactly what I needed to do to make enough money. I had to tap into that person to ultimately take this leap. You know, and it's ultimately going to work out because in the grand scheme of things,
What you told me earlier, it was ego.
it's ego.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, you know, when you sit there and tell people, yeah, I'm walking away from a job I've been with for 8 years, you know, I'm about to lose 6 figures. People are like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but now I have more time.
That's what you meant earlier about like society and shit, huh?
Yeah, like you're
that
doing
shit, yeah.
what everybody else is saying, like,
Yeah.
but now I have
Now
more,
I get it.
Now I have more time.
Nice.
And when I have time, I'm dangerous.
It makes sense.
Like when I have time, I can create. I can sit there and do things.
Well, dude, you're one of the smartest people I know. And when I was cutting your hair earlier, you were like telling me all this shit. I was like, bro, why is this dude so afraid to like? You should have several businesses by now.
Well,
So, I mean, within the past 2.5 years during the pandemic, you're about to open a second one.
yeah, I think it's it's kind of one of those things where I gotta. And again, that's why I'm walking away from from this.
Like you already
job.
seem like a boss to me, bro.
I think it's more or less. I got comfortable. I went from hustling.
You had guaranteed money.
Right, I had guaranteed money.
That's why.
I'm traded. I
was trying
traded
to go to school for it because I was like, oh yeah,
Right.
man, I'm gonna make this guaranteed $120,000 a year,
Yeah,
but be unhappy.
and I traded, you know, my freedom for a salary.
Yeah.
And, you know, I got comfortable in that salary. And for 7 years, I was doing, you know, living the life I was supposed to live, you know,
But it did help you open up your second business.
Right. Yeah.
That's
so
the
I am,
perk. That's the perk.
Right. I am grateful for that.
Right.
But the biggest thing was I was doing it for other people. I wasn't doing it for myself. I was sitting there investing in my ex's business, not my own business.
Right.
So it's fucking crazy. You know, I really had to go back and think about this. I quadrupled my net worth, almost damn near quadrupled my net worth once I left my ex and started investing in myself. And it's not about intelligence and being smart. And I'm not fucking kidding. It's crazy. People don't read. I read.
Right. That's how I love it.
I ask questions. Like most people bash rich people. I'm like, that motherfucker got something I want. I go ask him, hey man, how'd you get that?
Right.
You'd be surprised
when you also poor once.
Yeah, they were poor once. You'll be surprised when you go ask somebody how they got something. They'll fucking tell you. Most people like are scared to ask. I go right up to them, hey man, how you did this?
But what did they tell you? Keep dreaming or keep going?
No, man. They just like, oh, man, you
keep working hard.
Read these books. Do this. Do that. And they'll sit there and give you all everything you want to know.
Nice,
people like demonize the rich and shit. I'm like, how'd they get there? Yeah, I'm gonna implement their systems.
Yeah, I mean,
and so that's ultimately.
Oh,
that's all right. That's ultimately what I started doing. Like, I started with the first book. And look, I did this way before I got opened my first real business. Was read Dave Ramsey, right?
Yeah, and you always
so that taught me defensive strategies, like how to budget, how to get myself out of, like, literally look at shit that you don't even think about. Like, you go to Starbucks and shit like that and drop like 10, 15 fucking dollars almost every day. Do the math on that.
Oh yeah.
It's a couple $100 a month.
I should own a little bit of Starbucks at this point.
Yeah, it's a couple $100. So if you just scale it back, or just go get you one of those cheap ass go get a fucking Keurig, you know, something like that, or a fucking community coffee.
$99 at Walmart, guys.
Dude, you save yourself a fucking ton of money. So imagine you free that up and you take that extra $100, extra $200, and I showed you the compound interest calculator.
Yes, you did.
Imagine you save that for the next 30 fucking years. What did that number pop up? $1 million fucking dollars.
Yeah. And that's being modest. Yeah. That wasn't like the increase of like
once you start looking at money that way. See, Dave taught me that.
Right.
And
then who's the other dude?
Robert Kiyosaki, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
If they can make a baby, you should be it. Like
they no, I don't know about all that, but
but like their teachings.
It taught me a great foundation. And another thing, as far as now open up the business and how to manage people. I learned how to manage people from the worst people. I learned what not to do.
Right.
Like my dad, hell of a business owner, very sharp guy, but me and him would fight every day because he didn't know how to talk to me.
Right.
So I was like, I love my dad, but he's not a good boss. So I learned now how to deal with employees like my dad.
Right.
And I had some horrible bosses and all this other stuff. So I started learning all these different things. And next thing you know, I opened up my own business, and then I started using all these different tactics and stuff, and I'm growing into another business, and then it's snowballing.
Do you think like working at the plant helped you build some of that structure because of the structure at the refineries? Like everything's like centered, in order.
I will tell this to anybody. You work for a corporation. Corporations are successful for a reason.
Right.
It's a small business that replicated success over and over and over and over and over. Right. So you could see their systems. They have great systems.
Right.
Beautiful PowerPoints and shit.
Right.
But they have great systems, but they overcomplicate shit. Some of these corporations, Baba, you worked in plants. Yeah. They overcomplicate shit. A lot of shit's common sense, and they put this pretty fucking bow on it. And it's because people want vindication. Oh, look what I did. I made this cool PowerPoint or whatever.
Right.
They overcomplicate shit, but they do have some great systems, and you could take some of that and actually implement it in small business.
Right.
And so that some of that stuff I did, like some management style, some things I learned about myself.
Right.
And I implement it, and I teach my staff.
Right.
And
something that like you think you didn't have to go to school for it.
Management of people is a learned thing. You,
Right.
be honest with you, man, like a business degree, I got a business management degree. I didn't learn how to manage people from school. That shit's hands-on.
Right. In person.
I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
You need to do a residency for that shit.
Right. I don't care what
For
anybody
your business
says.
class, you need to have a residency. What do you mean? Go manage a fucking restaurant for 1 week. That's part of your passing grade.
Dude, that would be a great hands-on. I mean, go work in a restaurant, manage people in a restaurant.
Yeah.
If you can do that,
If you want to run a Fortune 500 company, go manage people in a restaurant for 1 week.
I mean, you know,
A high-end one. Maybe a low-end one.
Yeah,
Be
you work in a
simple.
restaurant.
We'll be kind on y'all, but shit. They couldn't work at Emerald, huh, Bubba? Nah. Shout out.
That was the Emeralds was just a different animal. Bro.
Yeah, I'll bet.
He had
but
15 commandments.
Yeah,
and all that.
but you've learned a lot of those principles. Like I've seen you preach that in your life, bro.
Yeah.
So that left an impact.
The attention to
on you.
detail.
Like it showed you structure.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, no, you can learn, like, you can definitely learn, and you can go to different little small businesses.
I'm just saying because both of y'all have like
Yeah.
pretty like good habits that I'm like I learn from all the time. So that's why I'm saying that.
Yeah.
I see like where it's coming from y'all.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'll tell anybody, like, you're gonna start a business, man. First things first, you got to get good with money, like how to manage yourself. Self management's extremely important.
Yep.
If you
Discipline.
can't balance a fucking checking account,
Right.
and keep that shit above water,
Yeah.
you're gonna have the same habits.
No. You can know how to balance a checkbook, but for instance, if you don't put that money in the envelope each week, that's not disciplined enough. So like
Right.
I know how to balance a checkbook. If
Right.
I'm not disciplined enough to put the rent money in the envelope or the car note money, then it's
you got to be disciplined.
Yes. 100%.
And because a lot of people, they fail because they mismanage money. I've had a lot of friends, like, great business ideas. They're great. They look, again, they're smarter than me. Like, even I got my little cousin. He's a fucking genius, right? But he doesn't have drive. He doesn't. He talks a big game. It's always fucking excuse. Like we were talking about earlier, it's always a fucking excuse.
Yeah.
It's always a fucking excuse.
Yeah, dude.
Like, here I am. He's sitting there telling me, I look at it differently. They talking about a fucking bubble and shit. I might bring it on because I'm trying to set myself up to have enough income coming in to when the bubble does happen. Supposedly, I'm swooping up real estate. I'm jumping in. I'm gonna make my leap into real estate. Right. He's like, well, you can't make money right now. It's a bearish market. I'm like, do you even know what the fuck bearish means?
Right.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? So he's like saying
Fucking
all this
bearish.
shit, dude. Look, I'm not even a fucking real estate
Sounds
expert.
like a word they used back when they made this.
Well,
movie.
it's a real thing, but like I know it's a real thing, but I know
So
what he's
it's
talking
right now in real estate, it's a fucking seller's market, right? But like Robert Kiyosaki says, like Robert Kiyosaki says, there's always a deal out there. So here I am. I'm not no fucking expert, dude.
But you're smart, Jacob. You
So I
fucking
sat
pay
there,
attention.
took
and you
me
fucking read.
20 fucking minutes playing on fucking realtor.com. There's a house on the West Bank right now that if I wasn't had some other shit going on, I'd jump all over. It'd be my first rental property easily. It's under median value. It's not the prettiest house, but it's livable.
Right.
And I showed my cousin. He's like, I showed it to him. He's like, oh, you can't, there's no deal. I'm like, dude, I'm not even an expert. Here you go. I just pulled the deal. I said, I don't even need to pull comps on this shit.
Yeah.
And I can tell you that's a fucking deal. And he's like, then to turn from that to, well, it's no, it's not nice enough and this and that. It's like always a fucking excuse, dude. I'm like, bro, why don't you go buy that house right now, bro? That's your first rental property. There you go.
But you don't look at it like that.
They don't look at it like that.
Why?
They scared.
Well, they
dude.
want that fast money, right? Like they want to
Everybody
fix
wants
it up
quick.
and like sell it for like one big profit.
Well, they got a house right now in Destrehan for sale, right?
30, right?
It's what's that?
That was the one that's 30.
No, they got one. It's not too far from my house.
It's still livable.
It's livable. It's older. It's not going to sell because it's not brand new. Everybody wants this fucking brand new fucking house, right? Everybody like. To me, I got lucky with my house because my house was. I'll tell you a story about that. So I found it myself. My realtor didn't do shit. I found it myself. I paid $195 for it. It was foreclosed. I got lucky because somebody vandalized the house and the bank had to fix it up before sale. So I got pretty much a brand new house for way under market value.
That's
like
awesome,
it was, I just had to do some renovations on the outside, so no big deal.
So you got super lucky with that.
So I got super lucky with it. Like it's like I'm gonna make my money and then some off this house. Like I'm gonna rent it out eventually. But the biggest thing is that I got lucky on that. You got people, and again, everybody. It's always about, you know, quick money. All this. Everybody wants. It's now.
Right.
Right. There's no waiting for nothing. Right. So you got kids.
Instant gratification.
Yeah, instant gratification. That's the word for it.
That's what you said.
You got kids getting out of fucking college. Like, I met this little chick. Look, she's a beautiful girl, super smart, working for a marketing firm. Her first job out the blocks is six figures. So I'm like, good for you. This girl's like 23. Now she's got a master's degree, the whole 9 yards. This girl's rolling around in a G-Wagon already, just fucking is building a house. This girl's going to be up to debt here, right?
Right.
Everybody wants all this fancy shit, all this nice stuff. So me, knowing what I know now, I would have bebopped out of school. Like, I would have got my little first house. I would have, honestly, as good as a deal I got on my first house, I would have bought the original house I was looking at. The motherfucker was $140,000. But guess what? I would have been out that house already. That motherfucker been rented out already. Yeah. If I would have went the route of what I know now,
right?
Like, I would be out of debt, completely out of debt. This house is rented off. I would be in my second house, maybe even my third.
Mm-hmm. But it all set you up for like the future.
Well, also I was swayed out of that decision because of somebody else. I didn't listen to what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, because that was when I was with my ex and everything like that. She wanted a nicer house. She's like, fuck that $130,000 house. Like, that house would be paid off right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Making just straight cash flow coming in, paying for my other house. So I'm saying, but I didn't listen to myself. I went with what she wanted, you know, but.
She wanted like a nicer house or some shit?
Of course. And that's what people want. People want nice. And like, that's how, was going back to my cousin, it's like they want this instant gratification. Like, I was on this forum today. I had to get off of it. It's so negative. But, you know, you got people paying fucking $1,400, $1,500 in like roach motels, essentially. These like basically, and I feel bad for them because they got hooked up with a slumlord. Yeah. And they paying all this arm and a leg. And I'm like, why the fuck y'all don't just go buy a house? You know why? Because it's not in a nice area. It's not this and that. I'm like, who the fuck are you to be particular? Yeah. Now you got a roach motel you living in. Like, really? Like, see what I'm saying? So it's wild, man. Like, it's always instant gratification, all this shit. So yeah, that's
wild, bro.
Yes, it is.
So you working on that second location?
Second location with my business, yeah.
Next to the real estate?
Yeah, so the second location will be like basically a minority owner, so only, you know, small percentage, but it's going to free me up because, you know, when you're, you know, I operate in a very...
Talking to Mike, bro.
I'm operating a very broad scope, right? Like I do well as a, you know, I'm a good manager. I mean, I'm trying to be arrogant, but I'm a good manager, but I'm a good general manager. Like, I know enough of, like, especially the business, you know, with HOTWORX, I know enough about it and can do everything. I'm not the greatest at it, but I pay people to do that.
Right.
And that is a hallmark of a CEO. Like, you know your business. You're not the greatest at it, but you pay people to do it.
Right.
So the second location is going to be great because it's more of an investment. It's more like I'm getting an ROI off of it. So I don't have to be there. I can manage it from afar. I don't have to drive all the way to Mississippi. I don't have to do these different things. So it's actually going to be a kind of a better deal, but it frees me up. You know, I'm getting my real estate license more or less, so I can get into that MLS listings and be more of an investor. But that's, you know, the second location is going to be more of an investment. And I'm going to get that ROI back pretty quick. So, and then it's going to lead to some other things.
What was that MLS word you said?
Multi-listing service.
Yeah, because that shit went right over my head.
So,
like, and I'm like, I knew he got it, but I was like, I didn't get it.
So what a multi-listing service is?
That's why I love you, bro, because I'm learning from you.
You know, when you get your real estate license, you get access to this thing, you pay whatever fee.
Okay.
and it's a just big conglomerate of all realtors, and they combine all their listings in one thing, and you have access to it all. So you
like
can
a
see
database.
everything. It's a database. And that is like probably anybody, a lot of people I know that are successful real estate investors started off as real estate agents. The only reason why they got their license was to get a hold of that. All your deals are right in front of your face. You just got to know where to pull the comps and where to find them, because everybody's trying to go. And what I've learned and talking to all the real estate investors, everybody wants to go into the foreclosures. Everybody wants to dip into the repos, the short sales and all that. If you ain't coming with big money, you're not going to get those deals. But again, like I showed my cousin the other day, this house has been sitting on the market for 40 or 50 days because it's not brand new looking. Because people have a perceived value of a piece of property. They think like, they might walk into this house where we're at right now and be like, oh, I'm not buying it. It's not brand new.
Right.
But knowing me, if I looked at it and say, this is where this property is going to head, and I can get it at this price, I'm going to buy it. Because you know what? I know where it's going to eventually go. You want the equity out of home. That's the end game. That's real estate is a slow burn. It's not it's not get rich quick. It's, you invest and it takes time. Like,
right.
I've been in my house for 10 years. Guess what? I'm going to make bank when I sell it, but guess how long it took 10 years to get to that point? It's a slow burn, so, but yeah, that's the next thing I got going on.
Told me that one of my bosses, Mr. Allen.
Yeah, Mr. Allen.
Yeah, he was a very smart guy.
Yeah.
Shout out to Alan Haley.
Man,
showing me that.
It's not about.
He said pay off your first house. Like, you and your wife, whatever you got to do, work your ass off. And y'all live on one income, and you take your other income, pay the house off.
And
if it takes 13 years, it takes 13. It takes 20, it takes 20. And then you go to your next one, and then you don't owe anybody anything.
Imagine.
Something like that.
No, he's 100% right. Imagine if you have.
Because then you got your own money to invest in.
So there's not look, as a man, I'll tell you this straight up. If you got to grab a good woman, there ain't no better investment. Because your man invests in a woman, I'm telling you, because my dad.
Shout out.
My dad straight up fucking told me this one night. It was after my grandpa had passed away. It was his funeral. He got fucking shit-faced. And so I'm bringing him home, and we're jamming out to the Beatles and shit. And he looks me dead in the eye, and he says, son, he goes, I'm not envious of you. So what do you mean? He's like, he goes, well, let's be honest, man. Like, I became single. I'm running around, dating some beautiful-ass women and shit. And, I'm having the time of my fucking life. And he's just like, he's like, I'm not envious of you. And he's like, he says, you're not going to find somebody like your mother. So I was like, well, goddamn, Dad. I was like, thanks.
Right,
right. And so my mom is ultimately the foundation of my dad's of the empire. When I say that, like, everything is built because of my mom.
Right. Well,
my mom was the focal fucking point.
They say every man marries his own mother. That's what they say. That's the same.
And so
I think
she didn't make a lot of money. I mean, she made a little work at the doctor's office, but she took care of me and my brothers. She made sure the house was running and stuff, and my dad went and hustled. And that's what my dad was saying. So my dad saved a fuck ton of money by my mom being home with us.
Right.
Like a ton of money. So that's why we have everything we have. So from that, like, again, as I saw this quote where it says, queens make moves kings can't make. If you play chess, a queen is the best fucking piece on that board. There's a reason. And think about that in life.
Right.
Women can do a lot of shit men can't do, man. I'll tell you that straight up, especially taking care of kids and shit. Huh?
That's a really cool saying, bro.
Right, but I mean, I seen a quote, and I was like, that's fucking right, man. But so imagine from that aspect, and then imagine you have two salaries, and one salary pays, and Big Al's right, one salary pays all this, and then you got an extra 50, 60 reinvest. I showed you compound interest on $100. Imagine you see you reinvesting $50,000 every year. Because I'll tell you, you give me an extra $50,000, holy fuck, I'm doing some damage.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Knowing what I know now.
He's got like 19 rental properties.
That's what I'm saying. Know what I know now? Shit.
Yeah.
Like, give me that extra cash,
But I mean, he's very, very smart. Like, just kind of like the two guys you were talking about. I feel like he's that for me.
Yeah.
It's like a very smart, like, investor, and like he's very, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he could probably write a book.
No doubt. And I think, you know, and when we say smart, we always like to say smart.
Well, people that have been
it's
successful
not,
at it.
It's not about being smart. It's using sense. Like, you know
That
what I
too.
mean? So like, let's say this is market right now. You got motherfuckers, and I'm gonna tell you, this is why when I become a realtor, this is like, I'm gonna advise against this. Like, let's say you're my client and you're like, Jacob, I really like this house. I'm gonna spend an extra, like, I'm like, all right, dude, we're in the seller's market. They're all like, this is their price. And
Jacob, I would buy a house with you. for sure.
right, like, but if they were like,
I would trust you.
if you sat there and say, hey, I'm gonna spend an extra $20,000 on this house, me knowing what I know that market could fucking tank and it would take you years to recover that $20,000 in
You'd let me
equity,
know?
I'd straight up fucking tell you, hey, look, dude, I'm like,
Because you're a good dude.
like, I'm gonna straight up tell you, I'm gonna advise against that. But if this is what you want, cool. But you better make sure this is your fucking forever home and you love this home, because
Yeah, you definitely got to give them the ultimatum,
And
like to where like you're not.
yeah, I'm gonna be honest with
Yeah.
them, because I'm not like, look, my motto is
Some dudes might think you're trying to punk them, like
Right.
tell him what to do, but it's like no, you're trying to advise him
right.
without.
I'm
like,
gonna advise them like, look, clients over commission, because I know if I'm doing the right thing, I'm gonna make my money.
right? Like, and you can
Just
fuck
like
him
with
over and not
HOTWORX and
tell
all
him
that
shit.
shit. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not trying
Yeah,
to
buy this house, bro. It's a great investment.
Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, but
Because I'm gonna tell you what happened. Again, my same home. It's small town. The person that originally owned the home sold it in a hot market, seller's market, $245,000 at the time.
damn,
Lady buys it. Guess what happened? A year later, market crash. House value went from $245 where she purchased it at to $190.
wow.
Overnight, lost $50,000 in equity. You know how long it took her to recover that? She never did. So she's paying the price at $240. She came to the table with extra money when the bank was like, no, they didn't want to do it. They basically, she came at extra $10,000 to buy that home. Ends up losing the house. Guess who got the house? Me, at $195 from the bank. It was a repo. So she lost the house. That's the stuff. That's the type of stuff like you try to advise against, you know, when you deal in this market, you know. So, you know, again, it's clients over commission,
Right.
you know. So, but yeah,
That's what's up, dude.
yeah. So that's real estate.
What you think about, bro?
Next thing. So
What you think about that? You think that's a?
You got hung up right there, bro.
I don't even know what to say, bro. I'm just
I
asking.
was waiting for that something to say.
I know, bro. Well, you was waiting for me to say something
yeah.
else. I
For-
thought
for
you was
the-
about to say something else. I thought you was gonna save my ass. This fucking meat
Nah,
got
okay.
me feeling some type of way.
Hey, that mead is good, bro.
You
No,
wanna
but
know-
that's true what he
you wanna
said.
try
That's
it
true what he
again?
said.
oh, give us some mead.
That mead, bro.
Here. To Valhalla.
Oh, yeah.
A little sugar.
Oh, dude.
Vikings.
The Bible's like, don't pour too much.
Yeah,
Hey,
shit's
hey,
pretty.
Yeah, you don't need a lot of this
Hey, that'll
shit,
put you on
guys.
your ass,
Hey,
bro.
dude.
Yes, it will.
Hey, dude. Shit. My bad.
Speaking
why
for
Brand-
experience on that one.
I can't wait for Ray Sean to try this shit. He's gonna love it.
No, but
You think?
no, that's true what you said about like about the real estate is, and then you know a lot of people just won't sit down and just take, like you said, like you took the 20 minutes to go look at that, like for that little property, and like you're not even like not even expert.
Yeah, but
novice.
some people are better at fucking like, dude. You know I suck at Google. Ask
Yeah.
Tyler. Ask Liebner. But it's
But-
not that.
but
But once I see the opportunity, then like my brain goes into like that type of mode, like business mode. But I guess I'm just lazy at
So
searching. Or I don't know how to
business,
search.
But like anyone, it's like it's not like you're born to be good at something. Like you see the guys that cut grass or whatever, right? You could be a millionaire.
Well, y'all are
cut
more
grass.
tech savvy though, and
But
most
it's not
of this
even
shit's done on
tech-savvy.
tech now.
No, it's not even tech. It's just little searches and blah blah blah, and you're kind of using logic and you start to
Well,
understand.
you say little
patterns.
searches, but when I search for shit, I can't find shit. So I must be that stupid.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, being ADHD,
I'm telling you, bro.
not because this is the name of the show and shit.
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Let me,
Talking at
Somebody learn
Mike,
on
talking at
TikTok.
Mike,
Look,
Jacob.
somebody fucking
You
introduced
could
me to
learn-
TikTok.
yeah, you
Look,
could learn
holy
on
fuck.
Hey, dude, my boy Bruce said you can fucking. Shout out Bruce. I just cut his hair the other day. He's like, bro, you can learn how to do carpentry on TikTok. Anything. I was like, bro, what?
How you think
How
I'm gonna
to-
learn about real estate?
Hey,
15 seconds, bro.
how to fix your
What?
credit? You can learn how to do it on TikTok. Shout out.
TikTok. I'm serious.
Make
Like
it a little
you
clip.
you literally can learn anything on TikTok. And when somebody showed this to me, I started seeing a lot of these real estate investors and shit. I watch a lot of Grant Cardone.
Yeah.
I learned about this thing, which eventually I would love to do it if you get a bunch of like-minded people
Yeah.
and somebody that's like financially savvy, like that can manage the money and, you know, keep people from like slap their hands, called syndication. Syndicate, right? You literally have a guy that's the focal point who basically says, all right, let's pool our money together and we're going to invest in a bunch of shit. Like Grant Cardone is actually the focal point on a lot of business investments.
I thought that's what we was gonna do one day.
Right, man. And look, I didn't know the name for it.
The podcast makes money.
Yeah, I didn't know what the shit was called. They call it syndication. That's where I learned that off of TikTok.
Hey, dude, I don't even know how to
I didn't know that's what it was called.
I don't even know how to use TikTok.
It was called
I don't know how to use TikTok.
That's a cool name.
I don't know how to use TikTok. I'm fucking still learning.
Dude, just go on there and just anything you're interested in.
I'm gonna hire somebody to do my TikTok for me.
You should do a TikTok.
Shout out. Who wants to get a job?
TikTok.
One I didn't know on TikTok, but I did learn, and I was a fiduciary.
Yeah.
That's another one I learned.
That's like you have a you talking about like fiduciary, like your responsibility to a client.
Yeah. Like, or if you have a fiduciary for you.
Yep.
I learned that one from Tony Robbins. I was like, damn, his job is literally to.
Dude, speaking of Tony Robbins,
Yeah.
do yourself a favor on Netflix right now. All y'all that's in this room, do yourselves a favor. Tony Robbins is the real deal. It's on Netflix. It's called Not Your Guru.
Okay.
I didn't realize how cool Tony Robbins is. He drops a lot of F-bombs and shit.
He does,
I was
yeah.
like, holy
he does,
fuck,
bro.
this
He
dude's
does.
like, I'm like, all right, I can watch this.
Yeah.
And when
He's relatable.
I'm like, this dude's story is awesome, and he knows how to like really get into people. Like he's like, it's next level. And then I watch some of his TikToks and shit. Just like any of his dude. He's
Damn,
like,
he's on TikTok too, bro.
yes, he is.
Well, somebody probably does it for him.
They do it for him.
Yeah.
Yeah, because hey, dude, I've been doing my own TikTok. It's horrible. And I thought it was gonna be awesome. I thought it was gonna go like Babu. I thought you was gonna fucking become famous, but
Hey,
it didn't.
I just didn't feel. I didn't feel
work
like
yet,
fucking
bro.
with it. To be
Yeah,
honest
bro.
with you,
Yeah. I know you could have made it. See, he's good with the tech. I'm not. So he just said.
No, it's
he couldn't make it
it's
happen.
all an it's all like it's math. If you're a decent, it's all
It's an algorithm.
or a
Hey, dude.
pattern. Or
Hey, bro,
something.
do
Then
I
you crack
fucking
it
look
and you
like I
fit
do
it.
math? No, I don't.
You actually do, bro. Like from a distance, when you have that crazy ass hair, it's like
Yeah. Everybody
mad
says I look
scientist.
crazy right now.
Dude, so you touched on something. We like, you know, we were talking about like building businesses and shit.
Yeah.
It's almost like building the A team. You know, you gotta have the Mr. T, you know, dude the chain who's like badass with like demolition and
Crazy.
shit. You know, you gotta have like the focal point. You gotta have all these different things.
you do.
Right.
When you do your you know, this podcast, you need a TikTok. You find a TikTok person. You know, like you got a tech person, you got this, you know.
Oh yeah, dude. As soon as Spotify gives me that exclusive, everybody's got a job.
There you go.
We're gonna divide the
But
money
actually,
up.
find a TikTok. They got like they actually got people, bro. And I even know a little bit about just following trends and like what's trend. Like it's something simple. You can find what's trending on Google, right? The top 10 churches of the day or the week.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Whatever, and then like you mix that with the TikTok. You find your algorithms, your SEO type deals for TikToks. You know what I mean?
Where you been
Okay,
at for the
I know
past?
exactly what
where
you're
you been
talking
at, bro?
What you mean? But I mean, it's simple, kind of like this.
You could have been helping me with this shit, bro. It's hard, bro.
We're in
Bible
discovery phase, man. See,
discovery phase
we
right
drawing us out as we going.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so.
But he seems like he got the keys, bro. I've been writing the plays, but he got the keys to like the.
No, but like all right, all right. So for instance, they had that. They had two black dudes, right? Stapleton came out with that Tennessee whiskey song,
That's a good one.
and that was popping. That
Shout
the
out,
reel
shout
was the trending thing was Stapleton, and then the other trending thing was reaction videos. So these two dudes, two black dudes, it was literally called like two black guys reaction video to Tennessee whiskey.
Yeah.
3 million views.
10 million?
3 million.
Oh, 3 million. Nice.
But like they just used that.
Yeah.
Trending, put together. Oh, let's do this.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's how simple it is.
Oh, yeah, SEO and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, dude, that's big money. It's
What's big money?
SEO. What's it?
Wait,
the
search
thing for?
engine
Search engine optimization.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you got like big names. They spend.
So what we gonna make this? The title of this episode?
Shit, if I know.
We got to make that search engine.
Search engine.
Well, like right now, like you'll get on Google and like you'll search like meat near me.
Right.
Someone has used those keywords for
Right.
your business,
Right.
and then you'll find meat near me, Langenstein's.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, how does a video become viral?
There's people that do that too.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just know those little
Gotcha.
things, those trending things. But there's actually there's a fucking class. It's a marketing shit in New York or whatever, and your job was to make the videos viral. That was your job, to make a viral video. That was like your final project or whatever.
Damn.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it's if you keep and you stay on a hot streak with that shit, you can make some money.
Only 6 graduate a year. Well, nowadays it's like everybody's going viral every day. Every day. Sorry.
Yeah, it's crazy, but ultimately, it's kind of a one-hit wonder, right?
Yeah.
Like ultimately, like so me, the way I feel about it, you have to build a business plan. It's a small game, singles,
Right.
Yeah.
singles, and every once in a while you hit that home run. Like, I view business differently. I guess I'm still kind of old school. That's fucking great if, like, hey, you make a TikTok video, you go viral, and then you just happen to have a fucking product that you just tag in there,
Boom.
and boom, that's fucking amazing. I know good and well I'm not banking on that shit. Like, I'm not.
I'm gonna make my own.
Because like the odds of that
Like, the
happening.
odds are,
You got to create your own product.
yeah. I mean, think about the girl, the Cash Me Outside girl. Girl goes on Dr. Phil, says a fucking tagline. That shit goes viral with memes and shit. And next thing you know, this little shit's worth 60 fucking million, right?
That's gonna be the title.
And
Catch Me Outside.
Catch Me Outside, But I mean, that's fucking amazing for her. But what's the chances of that actually happening for you?
Yeah.
Slim to none. So you have to build a business, baby steps, right? Like, and that's just the way I feel about it. It all starts with education, like on the field, in the field.
Yeah.
What you read, who you're hanging out with, mentorship. To me, the most important thing is money handling. Handling your money. Like me, again, I'm a big Dave Ramsey fan. Am I the greatest budgeter in the world? No, I still have my days where I fucking get a little out of hand, like overspend on some dumb shit that I was like, man, I shouldn't have bought that, and you're never going to be perfect, but overall I'm in control, like, and I apply that to business. So that, that's the stuff you got to do. But again, I mean, I'm not hating on people if they go fucking viral over
but I know what you mean.
weird tagline.
Yeah.
Some shit will catch me outside. I'm like, what's that fucking meme with the dude? He's standing there. He's like getting dressed, knowing that
That's
a
gonna
kid's
be the title.
No, the kids.
That's gonna be the title.
What's that?
Cash Me Outside.
Catch Me Outside, 2022.
God. Why she
You
trying
think it's
to
gonna
fight
go
you?
viral?
Probably not.
She could fight me.
It might be.
She could fight me for 10 million.
Oh,
Yeah, y'all on some Jake Paul shit over here, though.
I
What
mean,
is it, Jake
isn't
Paul?
that what the kids are doing? Like to go viral, like you got to do some crazy shit to do some
Well,
crazy
she did
shit.
that. I just saw like a little
And then
thing.
in 10 years, everybody will forget that I became famous because I fought with the Cash Me Outside girl, something like that.
See, that'll be cool, bro. Like 10 years. Like let's say you
Like
did-
Jay-Z,
became this one-hit
Jay-Z
wonder.
like used rap to make his money, but Jay-Z doesn't use rap money to make his billions now. It's
No.
just he used that as an outlet. And then he started like using that money to invest in more money.
so
Right?
you're 100% right. So I will never forget when I graduated P-Tech school. My dad said, all right, what's your next step? I said, Dad, this is a means for an end. And I basically took that money and started investing in other things.
Correct.
That's what Jay-Z did. Fuck, people can hate on Kanye all they want. The dude is a fucking marketing genius.
Shout out Kanye.
Marketing genius,
Yeah, I love him
right?
on the show.
He's fucking nuts, but the
He's
dude
not-
knows
he's not.
the dude knows drama sells. We're naturally programmed
to like.
to like that shit. There's
you watch his
a science
documentary?
behind this shit.
Did you watch his
There is,
documentary?
Yeah.
It's pretty fire.
Yeah, it's fire. But
yeah. But you
there-
understand, like,
yeah. I mean, I mean, we could go on all day about Kanye, but I mean, ultimately, the dude's a showman. It's kind of like Floyd Mayweather, for example. Floyd talks a lot of shit. He acts like Floyd because guess what? That shit sells.
right?
And he's his biggest promoter.
Smart. Well, they're smart at managing
Yeah.
the market, right?
Yeah,
manipulating the market.
Well, yeah, you sit there and here you are so pissed off at this person and you watch him and pay to watch him fight because you hate him.
Damn.
That dude mind fucked you. So you don't spend all his money like to watch like this dude that you don't like.
Fucking Bible's like, yeah.
It's fucking awesome.
It's awesome. Like,
it's fucking awesome. Kanye, same thing. You know, the dude
Mayweather was in Mexico, bro. I think Cinco de Mayo with a poncho on, bro.
Yeah.
With a poncho thing, a sombrero.
Who?
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather.
In Mexico, bro.
And the dude made his money.
Oh, he was fighting a dude in Mexico though. For sure.
Another person is
Conor.
Not Logan Paul, Jake Paul. Jake Paul is smart because he knows good and well he can't beat fucking Floyd Mayweather, but he talks a bunch of shit to make himself. Jake Paul.
Who's that?
Oh, he's
I'm fucking old, bro.
He's a YouTube. Like him and his brother.
They're like Disney stars, right? And then it became
they're like Disney stars, YouTube stars, and shit.
I hear people talking about him on cutting hair, but I'm just like, all right.
But he's fought a couple of people already.
Yeah, well, I heard about that.
He's got hands. I mean, he's got hands.
Right.
But I mean, the biggest thing is he talks a lot of shit.
Right. But I mean, like according to who? Like according to who does he have hands? Like
he's won a couple of professional fights.
He's won a couple of fights.
Like so, he's a boxer.
He's a boxer. Yeah.
Oh,
First, a YouTube dude was fighting a YouTube dude. Then then he fought like a retired UFC dude. Then he fought like another.
What?
Yeah.
So he was like training and shit already. Like he was.
Yeah, him and his brother they fight.
Oh,
like,
so they were fighting before the YouTube.
Well, no,
shit.
they started actually training to box. You know, so they actually they legit they got hands. I mean, they're not gonna.
And they just became famous with the YouTube.
I don't know
because
the whole
of YouTube.
Story. No, like
they were Disney stars, bro. Then they became like viral.
Oh, so
YouTube
but they were like
like
on
they
TV.
made
they been on TV for a long time.
Yeah, like YouTube.
Like
they made they were already millionaires from YouTube.
Damn.
So what he's trying to do is go like what's his name? Conor McGregor. He's talking shit to Conor McGregor. Right. Even like crazy shit, like basically like his dude's white, like his old ladies in his DMs, all kind of shit. Just creating this fanfare to get this fight.
Right.
It's not gonna happen.
Damn.
But you know that's he's taking that path Floyd Mayweather, but Floyd is a real fighter. Like Floyd's tried and true. People can say what they want about Floyd.
But he said
Floyd's
that shit to
pound for pound
McGregor?
one of the best. Yeah.
I would have never said that shit to him. God damn.
Why not, bro? It's $100 million.
I mean, put it this way.
Yeah, I mean,
put it this way.
It's all about the end game is the money, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. I would tell Conor McGregor if he's gonna let me get in the ring and he can knock my fucking teeth out and I get paid a couple million for him to beat my ass, I'm in all day.
So like, what he did? He like called him out.
Called him out and like talking shit about his wife. All kind. It's pretty fucked up, but the dude's notoriety, right? He markets.
I guess he wasn't gonna be like catch me outside. He's like catch me outside with $100 million.
Yeah, the dude's gonna make some money.
But it's about making money.
About making money.
Like Conor McGregor, like Floyd Mayweather was really good at that, and then Conor McGregor learned that and became even like this.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they definitely for sure.
Because like
Conor McGregor is just as smart as Floyd, if you think about it.
Yeah,
they kind of like mimic each other's like strategy, if you will.
Well, yeah, because UFC fighters aren't making.
Because Floyd made money over time, and like Conor made it in one lump sum. But now he's like investing like Floyd. Like Floyd's made money, millions and millions. Probably.
I mean, you see Conor McGregor's on 18-wheelers, proper 12.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, so like Floyd probably already has all that, and Conor like he got the quick money, but then he started investing in himself. Whereas like Floyd's been a fucking millionaire for how long? 10 years? 15 years?
Well, yeah,
maybe a little less.
Floyd became a millionaire off his fights alone, but
So he's had more millions over Conor throughout the years.
But at first, he was actually Pretty Boy Floyd.
Correct.
And then he became Money Mayweather.
Money Mayweather,
The shit talking and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I'm the best fighter ever. Whatever.
Well, that was the money scheme. I mean, that was
But like,
but he had the fucking. I mean, he's got the gusto to back it up too. I mean,
he can fight.
Yeah, I mean, fuck.
Dude's undefeated for a reason.
He like marketed his skill. Like he knows he's the best, so I'm gonna market it. I'm gonna make it be like, hey, you want to fucking pay to see me fight because you know I'm the best.
But it wasn't a skill. It was like the banter and the shit talking.
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying. He's like, and I'm gonna talk some shit. And make, like, I guess people don't realize.
That's what created that money.
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's wild.
And then Conor McGregor too.
Yeah, because it's like you don't want to like him, but
people
he's like you like him.
People want to see negative.
Yeah.
We're programmed this way.
Yeah,
it's scientifically proven.
Yeah.
It's like, I think it's something with like even like prehistoric times,
Yeah.
like you're naturally programmed
Drawn to that.
drawn
Well,
to
right,
negative
'cause-
shit, like the
right.
tiger in the fucking bush about to eat you, the
Right.
saber-toothed
Yeah.
tiger. You're like
Right.
negatively drawn, so now you associate this fucking bush with the tiger. Like you're wired that way. So even dude, fucking Coca-Cola, all these major corporations in the world spend millions a year to sit there and bait you to buy their shit. And like it's crazy. Like all this shit
Like
with,
it's supposed to, yeah.
like they this shit's like a tried and true study. They literally dig into the human psyche and sit there and program you to do this. You think Floyd, like you really like this dude knows that. Somebody taught him this. Hey, act the ass. Think about WWE. Remember WWE?
Yeah.
The Rock, dude. The Rock. Prime example.
Everybody loves some Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
But we all like the bad guy too. We always like the heel too. They always had to have the bad guy.
Right.
What was it, Andre the Giant or some shit way back when?
Or Stone Cold Austin.
Well,
Austin
you
and,
always liked the
The Rock.
bad guy.
There was a, yeah.
Razor
The Rock
Ramon.
like everybody hated The Rock.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Stone Cold was the man, remember?
Yeah.
Everybody hated The Rock. I mean, you had Rock
you
fans, but
love
like
to hate him.
Right. Because he was like, can you smell what The Rock is cooking? And he was just like he was
There's
always
always-
like the villain.
Well, there's always this, like in life, what's sure is there's always a duality.
Yep.
There's always this balance. There's always,
That's what duality means?
I mean, it's
Balance?
more, it means a lot more. But I'm
God
saying
damn it,
there's
Alex. Fucking give it to me straight, bro. Fucking Tyler's looking at me like,
there's always a balance.
the ass.
What's it
Good and
mean,
evil,
Tyler?
yin and yang. all
Yin and
that shit.
yang.
all right.
But you love to hate the bad guy.
Yeah, the
Razor
balance.
Ramon was probably, rest in peace, Scott Hall, but that dude was hated but loved at the same time, right? So when you start to look at that, is marketing like, catch me outside, girl. Fuck, let's go back to her. You fucking can't stand how fucking trashy this motherfucker is, but you can't take your eyes off the train wreck, can
There
you?
you go. Right there.
You can't. You can't. And so this girl,
That's why she's
like,
a millionaire.
apparently she's a platinum artist.
She's a platinum artist now. Look,
And
I
it's
ju- I
not.
just
It's
saw
nothing
this
to do
the
with
other
how
day.
good she is.
And then,
You listen to
and then right now she tied up some good marketing, bro. And then like she did it. Whoever her manager is.
She's like, catch me at the business meeting.
So look,
Catch
she
me
was
at the
beefed
business
out with this other like trashy chick from like Alabama, Atlanta, right? And then
She's a good marketer.
but she wasn't like. Then she learned, or whoever her manager was. She tied that with the. She got like some what's it called when a feature. She got some features with some with like
Right.
an artist, blah blah blah, and like you said, like she was selling all these albums, and at the same time, she
Yeah, I'm
dropped
gonna
some
go to the
other
bathroom,
shit
y'all
at the
keep
same
going.
time. So she did it good. That's why she's
Yeah,
up at the
yeah.
60 mil or whatever. She did.
But the thing is, people actually bought her CDs and shit because they thought it was so fucking bizarre.
Yeah,
This little chick, again, it's fucking wild.
Yeah.
But if you go viral for the stupidest shit.
yeah.
And then people like even the guy from what was it? Oh God, what that the television show when you sing? Not America's Got Talent. American Idol. American Idol. Thank you. What was it? William Hung. It was so
Okay.
fucking horrible that this dude ended up turning it into a career.
He made it.
He made it. Yeah, it was just so horrible because you can't take your eyes off a train wreck. You
Yeah.
can't. And that's how people go viral. But and the reality of it is, people hope for that, but you can't. Like, if you want to build a business and stuff like that, you can't be like that. Like,
Yeah.
you got to play small ball.
Yeah.
If you fucking get lucky and magically hit a home
Cool.
run like that, cool.
Cool.
Ain't mad at you, ain't hating
Yeah.
on you, but. Ultimately, Floyd Mayweather didn't do that.
No.
Floyd built a career.
Yeah.
He started small, and at the end of it, he's like, fuck it, dude. I need to make my money before I get out. He knew his time was coming.
Somehow, I don't know how he learned that or where he learned that from, but
It changed.
it
And
changed. Because he was Pretty Boy Floyd for a while.
yeah.
Then he turned into Money
He
Man.
turned Money Mayweather. You
With
hit
the
it.
sombreros and shit.
Yeah.
Because everyone in boxing is good. It's cool 30 and 0, but if you don't have like that X factor, that pizzazz, that spice, that
Right. You hit it right on the head.
like everyone likes Nate Diaz. He slaps motherfuckers. He slaps people and shit. He's all like gangster, like he's all like gangster fuck from like wherever the fuck he's at, somewhere in California.
Somewhere in California.
And he's like, I don't go fuck.
Yeah, he don't.
That's what he says on the thing.
That everybody likes him.
Yeah, everybody likes.
But that's the thing. But Mayweather ultimately built the career, and then his career like Because let's be honest, if he would have started off Money Mayweather way back when, like nobody would have like really gave a shit. Like he actually built a legitimate career.
Yeah.
He's not, so he's a bit different.
He did build a little bit career.
That's how you build a business, is like how he did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course, when you build your business and then
it turns to Star Stripes.
Yeah,
and
you start making that
rainbows
money.
every day
You
now.
start acting ass
Anybody
too.
need anybody need a reload?
we went on dark ones right there, brother. And then another one, like Conor McGregor, I really liked him because I think he learned that so fast.
Yeah, he learned the shit.
And then
he's a shit talker from day one.
We good on time,
and,
Jacob? Jacob, we good on time?
Oh yeah, I'm cool. No, we're good.
We gotta catch some flight. We gotta catch that flight in 2 hours. No,
Yeah.
fuck it. Oh yeah, do we really?
No, she's gonna Uber.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're Glenn over there, dude.
Huh?
You're saying Glenn over there.
Sorry.
No.
Oh, I did sound like him, huh?
No, I said you could have sent Glenn over there
Oh, dude.
and got her here.
You know what?
Yeah.
We should have said that. We should have had Glenn pick her up.
Oh, she's good.
You think she would have wanted to come over here? Because I was gonna ask you that earlier.
She's tired. Yeah.
I was like, dude, just fucking pick her up and bring her to the podcast.
This time, bro,
She'd get off a plane and be like, "What?"
Well,
And
no,
this
she
time
wasn't
we got
supposed to.
a
She
drill.
wasn't even supposed to come home tonight.
Where she was flying from?
Yeah, she got home early.
Nice,
Miami.
Nice.
Okay.
So yeah, she was hanging with the youngsters
Shout out.
and stuff. Like she barely slept. She was like, "That's just."
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's like, "Fuck, I'm tired."
She's out.
Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Right now, she got like a little drool on her right now.
She just texted me. She's like, "I'm going to bed." I'm like, hey, "Good night."
And the Miami flights are funny on the way back.
Dude.
Because like the people barely made it back. And like I remember last time I went to Miami, me and the girl.
So you ain't got to leave?
No, we're good,
Tight.
man. We're good. We can do a Joe Rogan podcast, 3 hours,
Yeah.
4 hours.
All right,
whatever
cool,
we wanna
perfect.
do, man.
We good on
Dude.
time, B Money?
What?
You want some? You
What's
like
been
want some
your
of this
funnest
mead,
fucking
bro?
flight?
Hey, dude. All right.
The actual flight itself, like in the
Flight
airplane.
itself. Vegas to LA for me, man.
Vegas to LA. Oh wow, that sounds like a fun one, bro.
All right, so I'll tell you. So
Hit us up with that
that
one.
was the first time I ever fucking went to Vegas, right? So like, I'm not a big Vegas fan.
Yeah.
I don't gamble or nothing like that. But so it was like
Shout
it was
out.
a long time ago, man. And
neither.
it was
I don't gamble.
my ex had this convention or whatever,
Yeah.
so I went party with her and her coworkers and shit. Man, we had to get fucking hammered.
Yeah.
So like, she had to be in LA the next day for work. So like, all right, cool, I'm gonna fly ahead of you. So I was supposed to stay in Vegas actually, and I stayed with some, go hang out with some friends and shit. So, but they canceled, so I ended up booking a flight.
Yeah.
That night like a dumbass.
Yeah.
I was completely shit faced.
So you booked
Like
the
I was waxed. Like I think we polished.
That sounds like some shit Bobo would do.
Yeah, dude. I end up polishing off a fucking bottle of Dom myself, just one fucking full bottle.
Yeah.
So that's pretty fucking lit. Well, we get to the airport, and so
Just a
my ex
bottle
had to change her fucking flight because she said, "I don't remember this." So I dropped my wallet, and a TSA agent picks up my wallet and gives it to me, and I dap her up, and I said, "Blow it up." Think about what I just said at the airport. Blow it up. And she goes, "Oh, honey, you can't say that." So my ex is like, "Oh, fuck, I got to get on a flight with this person." So she got pictures of it and shit. And I'm like passed out, like in the back seat. And it was like, I mean, like, dude, like the picture she showed me back there, there's nothing but like high-end escorts on their way to back home to LA and shit. And like, it was like, you could just tell it was like, oh, okay, they made a little weekend flight, go make their money in Vegas and fly back to LA. It was pretty wild. But yeah,
50-minute flight.
I was hungover. It was like one of the worst hangovers I ever had in my life. But man, it was like I really don't remember much. I don't even remember going through TSA or anything.
Where y'all was coming back from?
We went Vegas to LA. It was
That was like an hour flight. Not even.
Shit, we driving that shit to EDC. I don't even know what that's gonna be like.
Yeah, I might be going this time.
That's 4.5 hours. When
is this year, huh?
Yeah, you coming?
I might go.
We leave. We got one more spot if Trey don't go.
When
Trey's supposed to go.
When is it?
Well, I think Trey's gonna go, so maybe
when
Jacob could be 16.
When is it?
May. We're gonna leave May 18th, and we're gonna come back like on the 26th.
I'll be in Jamaica.
Hey, Blue Mountain, bro.
Next year.
Blue Mountain.
Oh, next year. Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, next year.
I mean, this year. I was talking about this year.
No, next year. No, this year I'm being.
Next year. All right, Babo. Next year.
Yeah, this year.
Babo's got one more year of EDC. Then.
Why, are you retire?
I'm retired.
No,
bro.
because we're gonna go to Burning Man one day.
No, I'm definitely going.
Oh no, we're gonna go to Tomorrow World, the Tomorrowland. What's it called, man?
I'll just Tomorrowland. I might even do acid with y'all.
Okay. You should have did it tonight, bro.
Bats
It's
come out.
fucking
Nah,
awesome.
bro. It's a little too dark in here for
Hey,
that, bro.
for all y'all out
Bats.
there, if you do take LSD, whatever you want to call it, what's it called nowadays? The legal
Molly?
term. No, acid. What's the legal term?
Same shit.
All right. Yeah,
Trap
if you watch all these episodes on acid, it might make a little more sense. I'm just saying.
Nah.
No, it's bad?
Yeah, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah. All right, we'll cut that out.
Yeah, cut that.
Cut
You're
that out.
just like, yeah, bro. Everyone do acid, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, fucking. What's that guy?
Oh, dude, doesn't Joe Rogan have motherfuckers on there that talk about
Well,
shit
he
like
don't
that?
say like, yeah, y'all do acid. Watch the thing.
I said,
Yeah.
no, I suggested if you take acid while watching the show, it's a delightful experience. That's what I suggested.
Yeah, don't suggest it.
But it's a suggestion.
Well, that's gonna be
Suggestion. I can't
pulled
even-
off YouTube.
Yeah, all right, all right.
Yeah, that's not pulled off YouTube.
Yeah.
Snap.
You have all these fucking
1,
9-year-olds taking acid.
2, 3. They're gonna do it without me saying it. No, but Bobo, they're gonna do it without me saying it.
Probably.
So it's just I'm just trying to guide them.
All right, let me get. All right,
That way we can get some fucking knowledge here. All right,
All right,
keep going.
the funnest trip I had.
All right,
You already know about the Chippendale one, right in Atlanta.
yeah.
Oh.
All right. So
Several
after
of,
that
several,
one,
several of us know that.
that one was a cool one, right? But like, I just remember this one. One time I was coming back from Honduras, like 10 years ago, 12 years ago, something like that.
How old were you?
24. Fuck it. 24.
That's a good number. I got one.
Don't be saying like no 14 and shit. I'd be
Yeah, like 24. So look, I was working at the plant, and I brought back all these knives, like these like wooden carved knives, whatever, like from like the.
They ain't letting you in the airport with that shit.
Oh no,
anymore.
bro, that's Honduras, bro. Look, hold on.
Damn.
So look,
Went straight through fucking security
So
with
look,
the box open.
we stayed out all night, bro. It was amazing. I got some pictures of it too. We stayed out all night. It was like the grand bye-bye, you know. And we were all in this old ass, my cousin's old ass, like this car he had.
Right.
Whatever, bro. We were like 12 deep in that little fucking. One of the two wheels falls off, bro. This is like at 4 a.m. We're trying to get back home. One of the wheels falls off. Vroom, right? We're in the middle of this road. We roll up to this like used tire place, like a little hut.
What y'all driving?
Oh, like 82 4-door Nova, some weird shit.
All right.
You know?
Not like earlier when we was driving.
Just
Hey, bro, we was flying.
But it was
Fucking Nova.
old, bro. It was old, bro. It was so awesome.
That
too,
bitch
bro.
had doors on it.
It had, but I love the smell of it. You can smell the fumes coming out that thing, bro. So look, we're rolling.
That's that raw
happened.
crude right there. That raw
And then we
crude.
all lifted up, right from the little bank, the little side. We put the little tire back on. We get the new like the used tire back, right? We get the used tire. We get the little dudes to fix it.
How many of y'all took to lift that car up?
We even got like some people down the street. Like, hey,
Damn, everybody. That's what's up.
yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, you would never see that shit over here.
Hell no.
Can't even get one
bro.
person
Like,
to
yeah, little
stop
kids
us.
came out the little, hey, whatever, helped us push it back.
Jack that bitch like
Takes
too
a
far.
village.
They're like, yeah.
And basically like a little village, bro. It was
They're
awesome,
like, hey,
bro.
jack that shit back down.
It
It's
was
too
like
tall.
some movie shit. I'm telling you, dude. It was amazing. And I'm like, this
That's
is
fire.
fucking
Takes a
awesome.
village.
Hey, selfie, blah, That's what I remember it. So I get to the house. We get to the airport. My uncle's like, oh, fuck. Everyone already left. They bring me to the airport. I had all these knives on me. I had 6. They're like wood carved, blah, blah, with little fishes and shit on it. For all like my fishing buddies,
Sounds like some shit from Three Ninjas.
Oh, it was amazing, bro. So look, I roll to the airport and they're like, the plane's leaving. Fuck it. They just turned off the magnet things. Threw my bag over the thing. Didn't go through anything. Just went through.
Damn, bro. What? The fuck?
It was awesome. Now, but I had an uncle that whatever the fuck he was for the government or whatever.
There you go.
That had like a little. And I'm like, oh, that's some cartel shit right here.
coulda- yeah,
I could have had, bro, Book just.
You could have just been ready to just make some havoc on that plane.
So look, I get in the plane, right? All cool.
It's not what you know, it's who you know.
And I
right?
didn't even get in
Pretty
the
much.
plane, bro. Like, look. So before I get in the plane, I was like, fuck that. I'm on some rock star shit in my mind. Now I got a little alcohol in my system. I'm on some other shit, I'm on some. So before I leave, so my family's over there, like in the airport. Hey, bye, through the windows and shit. Boom, bust up. Boom, mooned that ass, bro. Mooned everybody. And then I got on the airplane. And it was fucking lit.
Yeah,
that was one of the
dog.
best that was one of the
That's
best
what I'm talking
flights
about,
I ever
bro.
had in my life. Bro.
Ooh, moonshine, baby.
Yeah, and then when I did get to Houston, the come here, sir. What is this? Like, shit,
Wait,
I
they
forgot
had
about these knives.
Oh, all right, I'm about to say they had a picture of your ass, bro.
No.
I was like, wait,
Honduras is a whole nother world.
All right, I'm
bro.
about
You
to
can do
say
it
they photocopied a shot to your
Yeah.
ass. Like, hey, get this motherfucker. He's
No,
moving
they got me
everybody.
because of the knives.
All right.
Speaking of,
I thought they was gonna have a picture of your ass when you got off the plane. Like, sir, come here.
Be like, hey, bro.
Is this your ass?
Come here.
Speaking of fucking plane rides,
Yeah.
you think your boy had a good time with old Mike Tyson on the plane or what?
Wait, what?
I think he wanted to get ass whooped, bro.
Man, you're fucking right.
Who?
Oh, you didn't see that?
No, what happened?
You started some shit with Mike Tyson on a plane. Some fucking dude.
Oh, I thought that was like Mike riding on like a private jet or some shit.
No.
I didn't watch.
No,
I'm
Mike went
fucking stupid.
JetBlue. But that's where he fucked up at, going JetBlue. I mean,
Wait, so somebody fucked with him? Damn, bro, I feel
yeah,
so
they
stupid.
like this dude was like drunk as shit, and he was like harassing him, and then so they didn't have it on video, but apparently the dude threw a bottle at him, like, so technically he assaulted him first, and all you see is the video of him just, I mean, Mike could have killed the fucking dude if he really wanted to. He was just kind of like, oh, you little bitch, and you're like, pop, 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 pop. And he kind of like,
You like that?
he was really playing with him. Yeah, he hit him, man. Like, he was hitting him.
He mixed on him?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Oh, it was
fully
a
hitting
joke?
him.
But the guy, no. The
He
guy
hit
was
him.
even, Mike was even nice to him. Like, he took a selfie with him at first,
Yeah.
blah, blah.
What?
But don't be fucking with no pit bull, bro.
Well, dude, like Shaquille O'Neal said to your boy in the sports entertainment shit earlier. I saw in the morning. He was like, well, maybe put these paws on you. Because like he was like, you was late for work. He was like, I was here at 6:29. I was on time.
Yeah.
And then your boy was like, I don't know. He was messing with him. He was like, don't make me put these paws on you. I was like, damn, bro.
No, but like back to Tyson, man. Like, you know,
Like I wouldn't want Mike Tyson to put his paws on me either. Is what I was saying.
nah, man. You know,
So
but
why would you throw a bottle at Mike Tyson? What the
I mean,
fuck?
you just gotta respect them. Respect,
bro, it's
like every other man, bro. You gotta respect. You gotta respect.
Well, yeah, dude.
It's
I mean,
kinda
Mike's
like-
the shit, bro.
Well, Mike's a prophet, man.
Hey, dude.
Mike made that fucking quote. He said,
Hey, I'm gonna try to. I want to go on Mike Tyson's podcast.
Mike's
You know Mike's podcast. Well, I mean, he's got a podcast.
Yeah, that's I heard. I know I never listened to it, but Mike's prophet. He said people getting comfortable, talking that shit on the internet or whatever he said, dude. And then look,
They forgot.
They
I mean,
forget.
well, he said he's a human too. You know what I'm saying? So he has feelings. So he's like,
yeah, when you saw
if you feel hurt, disrespected, he's gonna
yeah, absolutely.
show you what's up. I know that feeling.
But your boy, so check it out. They did a little background on the dude. The dude's a con artist. Bro, the dude has been arrested multiple times for fucking identity theft.
It's not like that
He's
old
a
microphone.
con artist.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this dude knew what he was doing. He was purposely fucking with Tyson.
Yeah.
So I hope to God that this dude gets a jury that is like, hey, you're a dumbass for fucking with an one of the greatest fighters ever. Like, you're a dumbass.
Mike, you're always a guest on this show.
Yeah, like
Joe Rogan helped him get a podcast. It's I think it's called Hot Boxing.
Nice.
It's pretty fire.
Nice. But yeah, dude. That's fucking retarded.
You ever like listen to Mike's testimony?
No, I actually watched his the story, his biography, and the whole 9 yards, dude.
It's wild, bro.
It's wild. Like, the dude.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, he's got a good story.
I actually related to Mike Tyson more than any of the people Joe Rogan ever had on the show, which is kind of weird because I'm not like a boxer or a fighter, but I think like the same mentality of how he like got through his life, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
So
he
it
did a
just
lot
kind
of
of
anger,
resonated
man.
with me more than some people, I guess. So
Yeah, Mike's he has a his stories. He's a very powerful testimony, like from
and look
what
he's
he
doing
was.
everything now. He's like making so
Where
much.
he is now.
You seen he's got the Mike Tyson CBD ears or whatever. It's like the gummies, but it's like in the form
That's
of
genius, bro.
yeah. He's got the Mike. I think they're called like gummy ear. I forgot. It's on. I follow him on Instagram. So.
That's genius, though, bro.
It is.
But yeah,
It is
dude, I
pretty
thought that
fucking
was
genius.
crazy. I was like, there's no fucking way somebody's gonna buy fake ears that you. But it's like, cause back in the day, that was like so fucked up. Everybody hated Tyson. They were like, why the fuck would he do that? But it's like, you know what I'm saying? When you understand his backstory, you know what I'm saying? He was struggling like a lot of people.
Yeah,
You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? So like now he's making money off of that, and it's yeah, bro. It looks like it's doing well. It's kind of wild, dude. It's a crazy marketing strategy, right?
I mean, it's genius.
It's genius,
bro.
yeah.
Yeah, I tell you, I tell you,
And you get fucked up eating them ears. Like it's literally. I guess it's a.
It's cool. Like I
It
would
is-
rather.
it
Well,
is-
no, I just seen him
pretty
at one of the
fucking good.
festivals. I think it was like the 420 festival. I seen it, and he was like signing like the fucking bags of that shit. And I was like,
He was-
"Bro, what?
So that's where he was heading to, some kind of
Yeah,
conference
yeah.
or
He was
something
at.
like
I
that.
think it was like the 420 festival, and then
Yeah,
I think he shot an
that's-
episode with like Joe Rogan or something that same week.
no, no.
Joe Rogan came on his show.
With this thing that just happened, that's what he was on. Like, cause he's got a company that's doing well.
Yeah.
like he was on his way to this
Well, he's
some
got-
kind of conference or
I
something
think
like
he
that.
was
that
trying to
happened a few
have like
days
the
ago.
farm or something like that in California. It was going to be like a kind of like a luxury getaway resort where like, you know, you do yoga, you smoke, like, you know, something like that.
It's about time somebody take care of whoever his money manager is probably taking care of him good. Not like Don King smashed.
He's
fucked
wrecked
over.
him, man.
It's wrecked him.
Yeah, it's well, you know, it's kind of crazy because you know,
didn't he want Trump to be his money guy? For a while?
I don't know, but I'll tell you, like it's sad.
That'd have been a good move.
You know, actually, you know, it's crazy because my ex-business partner, when I was doing the photography stuff, like she actually connected with quite a few of these old boxers I used to watch as a kid, like Riddick Bowe, Vander Holyfield, and stuff like that. They're all broke. You know, like it's sad because these dudes were essentially just like, you know, just gladiators, got the shit beat out of them, now have like God knows what kind of, you know, brain damage and stuff. There's no health insurance for them. There's no nothing for them, and they're broke. And it's sad. They just got took advantage of the whole time because they were bad with money.
Yeah.
So like, you know, as a fighter, you know, realistically, you're your own business. You know, that's why we go back to that thing, knowing how to handle your money.
Yeah.
Like, you know, how like, you know, a lot of these people that look, they were, you know, they come out of a bad neighborhood, never even knew how to like deal with money, and the next thing you know, they put in this ring. You got people like predators like Don King took full advantage of them. They can barely read.
Yeah.
So they're not reading the fucking contract, and he basically signed life over to this fucking guy. Just what they say? I forgot what was his movie where they basically said Don King he had his hair like that to hide the horns.
Yeah.
You know, it was the Tyson movie. I forgot what it was, but so. it's the truth.
Yeah.
You know, the guy took advantage of him, man. You know, it's sad to say this, and you know, see it, and like I'll never forget actually seeing that picture. You know, my ex-business partner with Riddick Bowe, and this dude was a heavyweight champ, and he just looks terrible, man. That's sad. World champion. Like, you know what I mean? It's and look what happened to Tyson. Tyson's just more, you know, he had more opportunities, I believe, you know.
It's weird because he had the least opportunities and ended up having the best opportunities.
Yeah, absolutely. You know,
I mean, I'm not sure if like Riddick Bowe's like coming up, but you know, I know Tyson's was pretty bad.
No, with Tyson, Riddick Bowe was a champion, but I mean, he wasn't Tyson. He was a good fighter.
Well, I mean, like Tyson came from like a broken home.
Yeah,
like
no, they all did.
Okay, gotcha. That's what I'm saying. I'm not
That's
sure.
why I got a lot of dog in him, bro.
Yeah. Well,
a lot of anger, bro.
I just wasn't sure about
it's
like
like
Riddick
the Hulk.
Bowe. Well, I'm just saying.
And then
I just didn't know with like Riddick Bowe's background. Like I knew Tyson, like the reason why he was a champ because he came from like nothing. Like he was a fighter, like a dog, like a pit bull.
And then Casamado helped him.
I think he said like, you know, it's like, you know, I'm like a pit bull. If you let me off the leash, I'm gonna just. I don't know if he said that, but that's what it sounds like to me. And you know, he's a fucking animal, dude. And he harnessed all that into boxing.
Yeah.
And he learned, like, you know, but it also like showed him how to, you know, critique himself. Like if you hear him talk now, like he's so like meticulous with moves, like he remembers everything to a T, like, and like so he's crafted and become like a master, you know, with his gift of that rage, if you would. I don't know if that makes sense. Like he's probably one of the like most deadliest dudes on the planet.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
And like he's learned how to harness that, but now he's like channeling that into his business. I don't know. Well, he's used his.
He's a lot of peace. He's got a lot of peace in him now.
Well, he's got, but yeah, he said if he starts going back to that training, he starts like getting into that different like that. Like I'm gonna just start fucking shit up.
Yeah, it was a switch.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's so crazy.
He used to not have a switch.
Yeah,
he just balls to the wall,
works,
man.
Yeah, dude. He's just like he's all in.
Yeah, he is.
You know, that's why I was like, man, dude. When y'all talking about the plane shit, I was like, fuck, I gotta watch that. Shit,
I mean, the dude, he used to he couldn't be in
provoking
public.
him, bro.
Yeah, the dude was.
Well, that's the video I kept seeing like pop up. I didn't know what that was, so I've been, you know, because I don't know shit about, you know, social media. I'm still learning. So that's every time I saw that, I was like, I didn't think it was anything. I haven't heard shit because I follow Mike Tyson.
It was just guys just provoking him on purpose.
I guess I've been seeing that on his page, and I didn't realize what the fuck that was. I thought it was like him on a fucking jet because it looks like he's just like sitting there and like it's like looks like a purple suit or something like that. And next thing you know, I just see some like dude, but like I just scroll up, you know, like
yeah,
I thought it was some dude walking on a plane. That's what the video looks like, right?
Kinda. No. The only thing they caught was him actually, and he look, dude. It's just like
I exaggerated a fuckload of that just now. Sorry.
It's just like he was playing.
So
like
ADHD goes.
Tyson's playing with him.
Oh,
You know what I mean? He's
I
just
saw Tyson sitting. That's
It's
the
almost
picture I
like
saw.
it's almost like you frogging somebody. Like you frog them. Like, are you gonna stop, motherfucker? Pop. You gonna stop?
Gotcha.
That's pretty much what he was.
Right.
He wasn't going full out. He could knock the dude out one fucking
Yeah.
punch easily.
I gotta watch the video, but I don't believe Mike did nothing, and I didn't even watch the video yet. To be honest, I know Mike's a good dude. He wouldn't do that.
He
100%.
Well, the airline's backing him and everything.
Yeah.
But
Well, I mean, if you like, listen to all his like, if you seen him on like any of the Joe Rogan specials or his own podcast, dude, he's just he's changed, bro. You know.
well, yeah.
Not even in like not like he's ever changed. He's like learned how to be like harness himself. I guess if that makes sense.
Being patient.
Dude, just like living his life, man.
Right now,
I don't know. He's just a very interesting dude, man.
Yeah.
I love listening to him.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Very interesting guy.
Yeah, definitely. But man, I saw a meme today and I busted out laughing because it kind of came from that. It said it shows like a face of Will Smith crying. Like, I forgot what it was. Will Smith crying because everybody's defending Mike Tyson.
Right,
and
right.
He mad at him slapping the shit out of Chris Rock.
Mm-hmm.
I was dying.
Damn,
It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Bro.
I'll find the meme. This shit's fucked up. But
Yeah.
I mean, it brings me even like shit like that, that scenario is pretty fucked in itself. Where the dude's been ridiculed and all that. Dude's at breaking point, man, and Chris Rock is just a fucking byproduct. He just got fucking slapped. You could tell Chris is like, they have an actual video where he's standing off to the side. It wasn't like on camera, like somebody actually filmed, and he's stunned. Like he's like, bro, what the fuck just happened? Like, and then your boy, he checked himself into like a fucking mental institution, man. My honest opinion, when people ask me about it, I was like, that is with Johnny Depp. Like, that's what happens when you got a bad fucking woman. Like, that shit's like,
Man.
like that shit.
She's my crush, kind of. Amber Heard.
Amber
Yeah,
Heard.
yeah. I know, bro.
I was fucking with Aaron. I was like, yeah, we used to go out.
I heard she's crazy. I thought he fucking dated her.
I spelled that wrong, but like,
I heard she's. I mean,
all right.
I don't think Johnny Depp's a
Tony
bad
Robbins.
dude.
Yeah.
Something hit me when you said that.
Ah,
Back in 2015, I'm trying to figure this shit out. Same thing, you said Tony Robbins. So I was listening. I didn't even know about motivational speaking or anything like that. I was just listening to this Tony Robbins guy, and then I was listening to Les Brown, right?
so Les Brown's pretty good. I never, some of his quotes and stuff, I never really got into it.
Yeah.
But they said he's top notch.
But I would listen to him every day on the way to on the way to the plant. I had my
Yeah.
first planning job, blah, blah, at the plant.
Yeah.
And I was working in Plaquemine, and I would listen to that every day. I didn't know why, what it was, but I just knew it was the right direction.
Yeah.
And then one of the things, and then I figured out, I was like, oh, I like that public speaking stuff. I didn't know you could get paid to speak,
Yeah.
right? So, all right, so Tony Robbins did something. He said, hey, if you want to find out whatever your thing is, he's like, you have to dig deep to find out what your thing is, right?
Yeah.
You had to dig deep in there.
I mean,
You ever done anything like that? Remember, today we're at Starbucks in the morning, right, with that little kid.
yeah.
Yeah, bro.
And I was like, bro, I'm not. And I was like,
You,
that was me when I was 4, 2. This little kid walking around, talking to people.
Me and Babu.
Yeah, just like he was.
man. So I was fortunate enough at a very early age to know what my purpose in life was.
Okay.
All right. And so I'll tell you all the story. I'll never forget this as a kid. I don't know how spiritual y'all are and stuff like that. And
Very, very.
very. I was sitting there. I was playing, in front of the old house in Oak Cove, playing with a magnolia leaf, and I was sat there and real thoughtful. Kind of looked at the skies, like, God, I want to help people, and I never knew what I was asking for, because in order to help people, you feel good helping, and look, it's a science behind it. You get an endorphin high, it's called the helper's high. I never knew what. Yeah, look that shit up. But I never knew
Shout out.
what that entailed, and that shit put me in some very weird scenarios, man. Like some weird shit, helping people in all kinds of different ways, right? But always felt enjoyment from that. And Tony Robbins talks about that a lot. I figured it out at an early age, and I found if I go periods of time where I'm not helping and I start being really selfish, there's nothing wrong with being like focused on yourself. There's nothing wrong with that. But when you're being selfish and like you have an opportunity to help somebody and you're like, man, fuck them, bad shit would come my way. Because I remember from 21, it was from 19 to 21, I was one of the most selfish fucking pricks. I was nice, but I was also very, very fucking selfish. I turned my back on anybody. I'll never forget this. I know I got a lady in the room, but I remember, I was out partying, and I would say shit like, and this is not who I'm a gentleman. And the girl's like, really like me, and I straight up tell them, you're not gonna change me. Like, only thing I can offer you is a hard dick and a ride home. I'd say some shit like that. And dude, I was cruel, and that's not who I was. But when I was acting like that, bad shit came my way. It was like nonstop. But when I started shifting and started wanting to help others, like good stuff started coming my way. So even to this day, even like with my photography, my businesses, they all align with me helping people. And the money comes. So that's what Tony talks about that a lot, like finding your purpose and everything like that. We are naturally wired to want to help others. As a community. I mean, I don't know why, like social media and all this stuff really creates a division. But for me, helping others has always been something I take joy in. It's just, how do I help people is kind of the question. Like, and the weirdest shit falls in my lap when I say, okay, I'm gonna go help somebody, But Tony does talk about that a lot. It's like digging deep. So I was fortunate enough to understand that at an early age, it takes a lot of energy to help others. And it's a painful journey, what they call the journey of the healer, right? You have to go through shit to help others. So the pain and suffering I went through, I learned how to deal like drug usage, depression. Dude, I've never, and I'm very open and honest about my mental health. I had a breakdown not too long ago, and I was telling my mom, I was crying to my mom. I was like, I said, for 39 years of my life, I've never had true peace. And what I mean by that, like, I've never had every day that I'm just completely happy. Overall, I'm happy, but where, like, I have these mood swings, I have these different things, I have these up and downs and shit. Like, it's pretty intense, but I can empathize with people. That is the gift behind that. Even though I go through this shit, I could sit there and somebody's in their lowest state where they're like, hey, they want to put a bullet in their fucking head. I'm like, man, look, dude, there's a light at the end of the fucking tunnel. Like, I've been to the edge. I was like, man, I'm ready to fucking go. Like, I don't want to be here anymore. And I managed to dig myself out and pull it. Watch that. I'm telling you, watch how Tony, like me, I can kind of get into people's head. That motherfucker is gifted. This dude's like next level. Like, do yourself a favor and watch I'm Not Your Guru, whatever it is on Netflix. It is like next level. Like, holy shit, I would totally attend the Tony Robbins event.
Hey, I'm about going to that one. You about going to that one?
Yeah, I'm totally down to go to Tony Robbins.
In Boca Raton, Florida?
Yeah. Dude, I'm telling you, watch that shit. But he has a gift to get in there. Like, and I'm like, I learned this naturally how to be able to deal with people. I'm like, dude, it's impressive. But again, helping people, it takes you down some strange paths. Like, I go on for days, some crazy ass shit. But being able to empathize with people, that's something I realize that's something I had. But
you get to feel what they feel.
And it's painful,
Yeah, bro. Sounds like you've lived a lot of different hats for that.
Yeah, man.
That is true. I never thought about that. The healer's journey. The helper's high. I didn't know that. I tried to explain to my daughter that one day.
It's a helper's high.
I was like, I feel this thing. You're like, whenever you're able to, you get this crazy high, bro.
Like, I don't, I find people, to me, it's weird. Like, people like to post, like, they They post that what they help people on.
Yeah,
Facebook.
yeah,
I do
yeah.
the shit on a daily, man.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'm nice to people.
Yeah.
You never know. Like you fucking smile at somebody and say, hey, have a good day. You
Yeah.
know if that motherfucker was walking off to go commit suicide
Yeah,
and shit. You were
yeah.
just nice to them, and they just realized, man, there are some nice people.
There
in
are
this
some
world.
good people in this world.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
fucking know. Like, that's why I'm always nice to people. I actually had a really good conversation about this shit. Kindness has gotten me everything I have today. If I was a complete dick to my fucking partner when I first met her, you think I would have HOTWORX? No. Like, if I was a complete asshole to you like the first time we met, will we be here tonight? No. Like, that's why I'm always
were you
nice
an
to
asshole
people.
the first time I met you?
No, I remember I was dating that. No, I was nice to you.
Oh,
You were probably like one of the only cool people around.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like,
Dude,
I remember I could not
I'm like, I'm in the
stand-
store right now.
I
Where
could
y'all was
not. I don't know where the fuck we were at, but I could not stand. I barely could stand my girlfriend at the
Yeah.
time, much less her friends. And he just happened to be one of the coolest motherfuckers there. So
Dude,
me and
me
it
and
was
Jacob
kinda
seen each other like at every nightclub, and like I don't know, I kind of just always like looked up to him like that. I was like, "What's up, dude?" Like he was
I
like,
met him outside of a nightclub too.
"Yeah, yeah."
we go
Like,
figure.
Yeah. So we just became boys like that. Hey, that's tough, bro. It's been a long time, huh?
Yeah, fuck. Like, I think you would shit.
How do you look up to somebody when you're at the nightclub? It's like, you know what, that dude looks responsible. If I'm, you know,
Shit,
That's
that's
what they
18
like-
years.
that's how I felt when I seen this motherfucker. I was like, yeah, he's out partying like me, but you could tell he's like getting shit done. You know?
Yeah,
like you ain't like, you know, you got the motherfuckers that are still at the club right now. They haven't done shit, right? And then you got
Dude.
people that you look at, you're like, you know what, they maybe they're making moves.
What blew my fucking mind? Well, no, hold on. Back then, what blew my mind, like, I was actually probably the worst one of my friends at the time, dude, because like I was like undercover drug addict, man. Like you wouldn't even know.
You look
I
good
was-
on the outside.
I
Yeah,
look
yeah.
good on the outside, but goddamn, I was rotten to the core.
Yeah, man, a lot
But-
of our friends were drug addicts, right?
Well, right, but like it was crazy because I would keep my shit together.
Yeah.
Right.
But like I'd get to the point where
You were a
like my
functioning,
I was a
addict.
functioning fucking addict,
There you go.
man. So like that's
Yeah.
the easiest way to put it. And my friend's parents gave me keys to the house because they thought I was the more responsible one, but
Yeah.
I was worse than them.
Yeah.
I just they would like to get drunk. I didn't get drunk.
Right.
Or if I was drunk, guess what? I'd do some uppers to fucking reverse
Yeah.
that. Like me, I was like I was a mad scientist in my body. I'm like, man, I'm kind of fucking a little too many downers. Let me go ahead and fucking do a bump. Boom. Ready to
Boom.
go.
Balance.
And like I'd balance it
Right,
out. Let me
right,
fucking
right.
pop an Adderall. Cool, you know?
Right. Let me focus.
Yeah, let me focus. Like, and like, I could not believe, like, to this day, I was like,
Me and Jacob got the same brain.
it was
So
it was
funny.
crazy. Like, my friend's mom was like, "I'm so proud of you," because she goes, "You were really living La Vida Loca back then," because she knew she wasn't fucking stupid, man. She wasn't fucking stupid. You went from living La Vida Loca to like where you are now.
You never
'cause
looked
I
like you was
a
having a bad
wild
time,
ass
bro.
dude.
You always look like you was having a good time.
You had like a good balance.
Yeah,
You
I
balanced
never
it
seen
well.
you with a fucking frown on your face, bro.
Man, dude, I'll tell anybody. I mean, like, you know, like Robin Williams. Everybody thought the dude was a happy, you know, he was a sad clown.
Yeah. There you go.
You know, and you know, from that, you know, my early, like, again, my entire life I dealt with depression. I was born like this. Like, you know, it's a chemical imbalance. You can treat it all you want, but it'll, you know, I can mitigate a lot of it, and I've learned how to do that to,
Right.
you know, deal with it. I learned not to lash out against somebody. Like I'm feeling a certain way at a certain time. I just kind of migrate, go the other way, man. I'd stay away from people and just do my thing. I learned how to deal with it. You know, but I mean, it's, you know, it's laughing and smiling and all that stuff, but you don't know what's going on inside with somebody.
Correct.
You know, so that's why I always tell people I'm always nice to people because I don't want them to feel like I do. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but that's kind of a part of my journey is that I don't want people to feel like me. So it ties to my purpose, you know, helping others, you know, so,
Right.
but yeah, Tone, definitely,
That's what's up, bro. That's fire
that
shit.
dude's the man.
You're the man too, Jake.
Yeah, I learned a lot of stuff there. Like I learned about
What you
relationships.
learn? What you learn, Babu?
Remember I sent you that thing one day
Yeah.
about like being a rock.
Babu sends me buku shit. It's fire.
Well, I said, yo, like I told you to be a man is a rock.
Yes.
You know, so they could like bitch at you, blah blah blah.
Yeah. Well, you
blah.
gotta be. Yeah. You gotta be the foundation.
And
and
you're
the
just
rock.
there. You're just there strong, bro.
taking it. You just taking it.
But not arguing back.
Correct.
It's there.
No, you're just letting her.
Then eventually that storm goes away, and the
Yeah.
rock still stands.
Yes.
That's good. Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Yes.
I saw it there. Like he
that's-
pulled a couple up there,
Yeah.
and she was like, "Hey, bye, bye," like hitting them, blah, blah, and then
Yeah,
she sufficed.
It's crazy. I like how you,
Yeah, I saw that shit.
damn.
Like he
Damn.
just did it up there, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he-
actually saw some of that shit. It was great.
So I don't.
The one you're talking about, Babu. I think I seen like clips of it or something like that, like a experience like that.
Yeah.
Tony Robbins, right?
Because I don't like arguing. Like as far
Yeah, but
as
like he made them like get up there and they fucking like hashed it out, bro. It was kind of
That's
That's
crazy.
like, you know, like
all you had to
was
do
like-
was stand there.
Yeah, and
That's what he told him. He's like, "You just stand there. You take it." You
and
stand
she
there.
just like was like unleashing on him like everything, and he was just like,
and then it subsided.
But you know, he's
kinda wild.
and it's crazy because I never understood that myself. So, like, okay, again, I was in a long-term relationship 7 years, and so let's say, for example,
Yeah.
like we'd get in an argument, and all she wanted to do was vent, and I'm sitting there trying to find solutions. I'm not
Yeah.
listening. I'm just trying to find solutions. Well, why don't we do this? Why don't we do that? You're supposed
Yeah.
to just listen. And so even though you're well intentioned, like you're sitting there, you're trying to solve it. Sometimes they don't give. That's not the
Yeah.
point. They just want to
Right.
vent to you.
right,
So it's like shut the fuck up and just listen. So once I learned that skill, it's like okay, somebody arguing with me, I'm just kind of like just listen, and then you're the rock, and it's done.
Yeah.
They're over.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this motherfucker actually listens to me. Like it's crazy. So that is like a fucking.
It's crazy how
excellent how
I'm,
that
about to,
shit
I'm
works.
about to use that.
Seriously, dude, this shit
Nice.
works.
I like that
Like,
Because a man's supposed to be solid, bro.
so solid,
Yeah.
man. You got to be the rock.
because I'm always trying to find solutions, and Liebman is just like, stop.
You can be Action Jackson, bro. That's it.
Yeah, I guess I
gonna do
talk
this
too
shit,
much.
that's
I guess
it.
I talk too much. Like it's too much input.
But no, like
Maybe not.
men.
Well,
Well, no, men are natural. We're problem solvers.
Yeah.
So
correct,
we
correct.
naturally
We just want to fix that. We want to make them feel better.
right. We want to fix it, but sometimes women just want to vent. You know, and you
I
just let them
learned
vent.
that. I just learned that tonight. Thank you.
You just let them vent, and you set them, let them go. You're like, okay,
Nice.
and and be the rock.
Right.
Tony Robbins got that
Hey,
shit
be
figured
that
out.
rock,
Guys,
bro.
let me the
Yeah.
rock.
Usually I'm the motherfucker venting. And Liebman's like, God damn, you.
It's
fucking
reverse.
chill out." I'm like, I know, bro. I just like to say it out in the open, and then it's gone, like literally. But if I like hold that shit in, I just say it out loud, and then it don't matter. It's gone. She's like,
They like it.
And they gonna like women are naturally supposed to test you, bro.
yeah, I know.
Yes.
It's constantly just
Yeah.
and we're not supposed to be like I guess Mike Tyson fed up. Pop, pop, pop. We're not supposed it's calm.
Yeah,
Shit's hard, bro.
It's just hard.
it's hard out here for a man.
No, yeah.
sometimes.
Dude, it's
It's hard out here to be a good man, right? You got
It's-
all these expectations
well.
to be what's a good man?
All right, so
That's a whole nother
A
podcast.
good man is a dangerous man that's tame.
Ooh.
Like Jordan Peterson.
snap! I like that one.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Jordan Peterson's the man. I wonder who he got that from though. He didn't come up with that by himself.
Well,
He studied like you had all these great men, right? Like all
right.
these,
Who you think
all
he
these
studied?
kings
Who
and
you
shit
think
like
he
that.
studied to get that analogy, right? Or that concept?
Well, I mean, they have like King Arthur. I don't really know their stories. King Arthur, King Alexander, all these whatever.
Right.
They were dangerous. They were straight up killers, bro.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
heard.
But they were great leaders. They were great men. They were whatever.
Right.
But they weren't like
They had to do what they had to do.
yeah. But they weren't like out there like publicly humiliating their own, I guess, servants or whatever they had,
Right.
and, like beheading people and hey. Well, they weren't like these, but they were dangerous.
Right.
They knew they would. I guess they knew what was up. Like if he came,
right.
he came to handle business
Damn.
or whatever, right? But what I'm saying is like they had all these kings, and I'm sure they were great men. Whatever, they conquered fucking Europe or whatever the fuck they did back in the day. And then, or like the Vikings shroomed out and just
Vikings ate shrooms?
Yeah, they did. And
Yeah, they did, Babu.
yeah. But if you get like a nice guy or a soft guy, whatever,
How much fucking shrooms they ate?
I don't know, bro. Like a cup full, bro.
Yeah. All right.
They do?
Episode what? So I can watch it, bro.
17.
All right, cool.
Made that up.
I like where this conversation's about to head about the nice guy.
Yeah, because we had one of our cast members eat mushrooms tonight, but he only ate like a gram. So I think,
What?
one of the cast members.
Well, no, look. All right, so you got the nice guy deal, right?
Right.
So there was that movie that had the nice guy is that the guy that gets it every day, that goes to McDonald's every day,
Right.
orders the sausage biscuit with an extra egg, and they never put the extra egg, and he gets upset. He doesn't say anything. He just keeps going. He's a nice guy. He's been doing that for 16 years. At the 16-year mark, one day he gets fed up, and he bought the fucking Mac 10 from some guy over there on Burgundy Street. Right?
Are we talking about falling down?
Something like that. Right? It's probably from a movie, right? And look, he orders the fucking sausage biscuit again with the extra egg. They didn't listen. Just blew up the whole fucking McDonald's. That's the nice guy. The nice guy's the one that's gonna do some fucked up shit like that eventually.
That's fire.
Because he couldn't stand up for himself, or he
crazy.
couldn't
You're right.
talk about.
Like, hey man, you shorted me out of $1 every day for the past 16 years. That's
Then he went straight to, and I'm
money.
using like an extreme thing,
Right.
Or like, oh, you use like the little rape guys or whatever, the little rape
Correct.
dudes or whatever. They're like,
you think that amount of money they own can get them out of prison? Because I mean, like,
what do you know? No, I'm saying
bail.
no. You get a guy that lurks, and then tries to get like a woman in Lafreniere, old woman, whatever, right?
No, I get what you're saying.
And these are like those nice. They're like these nice guys, or like these like quiet guys, or whatever, right? But that's the guy that can't grab his sack when you're at Whole Foods. Hey, I'm Alex. Nice to meet you. You look amazing in that fucking flower dress,
Right.
or whatever. But they never talk to someone. They're always like in the back or whatever, and it creates like this. It creates like the nice guys are the dangerous guys. The dangerous guys, the ones that are like truthful up front, blah blah blah, get in a fight too when they're in high school, whatever. Knows how to stand up for themselves, or whatever. I guess they could be the dangerous guys, if you will,
Right.
but they're actually good.
So we're kind of leaning toward
The prodigal son.
well, it's kind of like that the whole alpha talk, right?
Yeah,
So there's a very big misconception of what alpha really is. So like, for example, a chick will say, hey, I want a nice guy. Their definition of nice guy might be completely fucked up because they don't know what nice is.
yeah,
Right. So they might say, okay, this guy is a big, swolled up guy. Yeah. He said some nice things.
Yeah.
He took me to dinner.
yeah.
That's it. He did something kind of nice.
Right.
And he also, as an alpha, and I'm doing a finger quote,
Yeah,
he fulfills a
alpha.
need of protection because he's this big guy.
yeah,
But he said something really nice to me. So now he's and he's a protector.
right.
And so that's his way in. So this guy who's really, and I know some people,
Yeah,
each one of us in here is one of us nice guys, but we're, ultimately we get pushed to the limit. We could turn into that animal.
Yeah.
But we don't show that. What happens is that they immediately jump on that. They're like, okay, this guy's nice, and next thing you know, that's their perception now. And now this guy changes. Now it
it's
becomes
tattooed there. That perception's tattooed there.
It's tattooed there, and so now they can get away with murder. They can sit there and cheat. They can do these things and do all these different things. So
Yeah.
she's still going to hold on to that view that he's a nice guy. He's
Yeah.
also this big guy, so he's a protector. But there's a whole
Yeah,
circular thing where, guys got to be able to protect her financially, got to be able to protect her spiritually,
yeah,
physically.
yeah.
There's a whole different aspect to it, but they don't realize that.
Not the whole
And
piece.
so then the nice guy gets the nice guy, quote unquote, gets left out.
Yeah,
And then eventually that nice guy gets pissed off and he's tired of seeing this shit.
yeah. Rolls out.
Damn.
Oh, it's yeah.
So what's the next for you, Mr. Jacob?
As in what?
Jackaman,
Dating?
like Plaquemine. Jackaman, did I say that right?
Jackaman like Plaquemine.
Jackaman like Plaquemine. I remember that from episode 2.
What's next for me? Shit, man. I don't know, man. Next is we got the next business, and then I got a photo shoot.
I guess
Jamaica.
whenever I do therapy with you, you'll be my first guest.
When we doing that?
I don't know. We got to figure it out
Got a
with
nice
Alex
fade
or
right now.
Bobo.
Next haircut right there, bro.
Bobo is
Nice
part
haircut.
of it. It's like it's just a little thing we got working up, guys, but it's gonna be fun, right, Bobo?
I mean, you don't know. You don't know.
He's like,
I don't know.
so you got a second location opening in where?
It'll be fun.
Mississippi.
Yeah, Mississippi. So
Shout out. So where can people reach you at?
it will be with the gentleman agent.
Yes,
underscore shit. I can't even remember my own.
Yeah.
I'm
Instagram.
Chris puts it in the beginning.
You
Of
put it in the beginning. Of
Yeah, he
it.
puts it in the beginning. Chris is the shit. Shout out Chris, bro. Thank you, sir, for everything.
That was a cool one. Gentleman.
Shout out Brandon. Thank you for the controls.
Like
Tyler,
007 esque.
Adriel.
Yeah.
You want to go something like that? Like gentleman agent?
Well,
I mean,
I kind of like what I have right now, the gentleman
Yeah,
agent.
yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
kinda
But
weird.
was it because like you like?
well, no, tell him about
Crazy.
it. Well, tell Bobo about the talent agency. I don't think that's what
Yeah, so
he had a talent agency for like photography.
So
Okay.
I was gonna do the so we were doing events. We were doing like hosting events and everything like that.
He's worked at a refinery, but he got
Um,
into photography as a passion.
Photography, right? And we're hosting events. I mean, we had publications almost at every event. We even got Playboy, Maxim. I mean, that's where I'm going next month, shooting quite a few Playboy models and stuff like that in Jamaica. So it's gonna be pretty cool.
Shout out.
You know. But we were doing these events and stuff like that, more or less kind of, you know, giving these ladies a safe place to create their content,
Yeah.
right? You know, kind of weed out the creepy photographers, you know, give them a very safe environment, stuff like that. And after kind of like listening to some of their stories, you know, and some of these women are broken, man. Like, it went to some crazy ass shit, but they still get up every day, still great mothers, still out there trying to hustle, you know, after everything they've been through. You know, so I wanted to create an actual agency to protect them. Like, you know, like I still got girls that was like literally send me their contracts and I'll read over this shit and like I throw that shit away.
Yeah.
Like, I'll sit there and tell them, nah, no, go, don't do that. They were like, hey, what do you think about this photographer? I'm like, nope. You know, I sit there and protect them to this day.
Yeah.
As I was going to create an agency and stuff like that, just kind of give them, you know, a safe place, trying to help them get work, different jobs,
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah, you were like managing them.
yeah, I was like
On
basically
top of being a
manager,
photographer.
you know, so like just kind of show them, man.
Shit blew my mind.
Yeah, it
I was like, damn,
it
bro, I
was-
thought you were like taking pictures. He's like, bro, I feel like I'm like managing these girls.
Yeah,
I was like, damn.
you
that's
know,
what's
and
up.
like I
They don't
wouldn't
have
charge them.
guidance.
Yeah, it's like teaching them, showing them all
Yeah.
kinds of stuff. So it was
Showing,
really cool.
showing them all the shit that he's like learned throughout his years, which
Yeah.
I feel like you are kind of doing.
Yeah, I
Helping
teach
That's
them
them,
exactly
become
what-
successful.
teach them how to budget, teach them how to fucking
Yeah.
do an LLC. Like these
Yeah.
girls even know like that you're freelance and like you can sit there, like you come to an event, you could sit there and write that off as education.
Yeah.
Like all these different things. They're like, how the fuck you know this? And I'm like, man, I'm a nerd and just learned some shit.
Right.
But I mean, ultimately, it's kind of little tidbit. Actually, my own cousin, like she is like third or fourth, and you can look this shit up. Her name's Yolande Betbizzy, Fox. She is the reason beauty pageants are the way they are, where they got to interview the women and shit. She was Miss America 1950. She actually said, like, I'm not going to stand up there in a bikini. You're going to fucking interview me. And, like, dude, she was, like, hardcore about that shit. So they didn't even have the event. And after that, they changed the whole thing because of her.
That
Like,
is cool.
Oh, dude, it's fucking wild. It's my own cousin. And, like, my mom told me about this. And she's like, yeah, your grandma used to say something about your cousin's Miss America or something like that. My mom's like, what? And then, like, because she never met. They never met. And then sure enough, we looked it up and it was like, shit's true. I'm like, holy shit. And that's like,
Did you
my
ever
own
tell
cousin.
Ashley that?
That's awesome.
Nah,
I
nah.
guess that's where gentleman
Dude,
agents
that's
came
not
from.
Shout out to Ashley and Victoria
Yeah,
from Girls Room.
yeah, but that was
Ashley pageant.
Yeah,
girl.
that's true. She
Yeah,
is a
dude.
pageant
Yeah,
girl,
yeah,
but
yeah,
the reason why pageants the way they are is my own cousin. So it was like it's fucking wild.
Because I
man.
remember we asked her, Bobo, like about the political shit, or just like how do you think off top the dome about anything they ask you, like politics, whatever, right?
Yeah. But I mean, and then also we asked her like kind of, it's hard for a 15-year-old girl to be up there at that level.
Right.
with that much cameras on you, that
Right.
much
So
shit on you.
your cousin made it that possible because she was like, "Hey, I want you to fucking like, I want to be challenged."
Well, yeah,
she wants to be challenged.
Miss America used to all it was literally a bikini contest.
Right. Looks.
Yeah, it's just like going to imagine Miss America was like the Hooters.
Right.
You know, the Hooters calendar girls and shit. Imagine
Right.
that
The
was
bikini chicks, yeah.
bikini.
Right. She's
Like,
like,
imagine
hey,
that. That's
she
what
was
you
like,
used to
hey,
be.
you want to see what I'm thinking?
Yeah.
Also.
And she stood up. And I mean, I was like, holy shit, it's my own cousin. So like
That is cool, though.
I'm big into empowerment of people in general,
Yeah.
particularly women. I was raised in a family full of, just strong women. So it's like, and here I am, I go into, this again, when I asked to help people, I didn't know where my path would take me. It took me into this industry. So
I think all women are strong.
yeah, absolutely. But like,
100%.
it's crazy. Like, like I'm going to Jamaica. I know half the ladies that are going to be there already, and some of them got some fucking amazing stories. Like,
Yeah, dude, you've told me some of the stories,
dude,
and
it's like wild.
Yeah, we'll have them on the show, Pop.
Yeah,
like just like super
Like some
inspiring.
of them get them like
you want to talk about? Some of them are just like a boss, like
dude.
in my eyes.
Yeah, like so I'm gonna tell you this one ultimately changed my life. So at first we started off with a motivational speaking event. Like we had this event on a cruise. I didn't feel I'm not a Tony Robbins. I mean, I like Tony Robbins, but I'm just not the type that I can host an event like that and take money like that.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not my cup of tea. But we had this event, and I met this girl named Charmion Janae, and her story. I mean, this girl's a sickle cell survivor. Like, it's hard to talk about, but this girl was sexually assaulted from the time she was a toddler all the way to she was 18 years old. All right. And really fucked up shit. And she was actually, like most cases of rape and, molestation and stuff, it's somebody
Yeah.
I mean, it's just statistically proven. And so this girl, she's African American. She was raised by a white family, and it was a preacher's family, right? Pastor.
Yeah.
Her attacker was one of the sons of the pastor, right? And so when it came out, they would deny all this whole thing, and then they were like, "Oh no, she's lying," and all this was case, and she gets sent back into foster care and all this shit. I mean, it's a really fucking horrible story, but we stayed friends, and she ends up coming to my first LA event when we're doing the photography and stuff. And her actually coming there, taking pictures and stuff like that, she was like super inspired. And she ended up, dude, it gets fucking great. She is now full-time model, like real deal model. Her daughter is Finish Line, like all these different things.
Yeah.
But the coolest thing, dude, and this shit hit right here. She called me, and she's like, "I need to talk to you." I was like, "What's going on?" She's like, "Thank you for giving me the strength and courage to go speak to Congress." I'm like, "Congress?" She's like, "Yeah, it's Ohio." Come to find out, the governor of Ohio was in the foster care system. She goes, "Because of you and the event that you and Alina had put on, I had the courage to actually go speak to them, tell them my horrors that happened."
Yeah.
Now Ohio is actually about to pass a law where it protects kids in foster care. And that came from one of our events that we hosted. So it's like, holy shit. Like, and that's the type of shit I do with these events. It's not just, okay, I go take pictures of pretty women.
Yeah.
No. Like, while I'm there, I'm sitting there mentoring, I'm coaching, I'm learning shit. Like, yeah, I'm learning improving my skill set, but I'm learning life from some of these people because they live a way different life than I ever lived. They teach me a lot about myself, and she was one of them. Her story ultimately changed my life. I'll never forget after I got back from that cruise, you had some dickheads at work. They're like, what do we call them? The Love Boat or some dumb shit like that.
Yeah.
And like, it's kind of like fucking with me and shit. And, and here I am in this control room. These motherfuckers are making $150,000, $160,000 a year just complaining about everything. And you know what? I basically turned around and looked this dude dead in his face. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, and he's like, "What?" And I was like, "Here you are. So you're whining and crying. You make $160,000 a year. Let me tell you a story about a girl I met this weekend." Told him that story. I said, "And this girl has a way better attitude than you will ever have. So like, seriously, shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
after that, it was just like, even myself, like if I complain about something, I'm like,
You would check yourself a little bit.
I got to check myself.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
hold on. Like, you know what I mean? And so that's just the kind of stuff, like you meet these people at these events and stuff like that. And like, they really, really show you life.
Yeah.
You know, so it's, you know, it's not just like, okay, I go take pictures. Like, yeah, not just go take a picture of pretty women.
No,
it's
that's beautiful.
It's
and I guess that's where gentleman agent came from. Gentleman agent.
So that's where it ultimately came from. So
now you get about them.
I'm the gentleman agent, because I'm like, again, I'm at these events, and you know, I'm totally professional. I don't touch the models, stuff like that. And you know, ultimately, did I date one? Yeah, absolutely. Like, but we worked together. She worked for me, and then we were friends, and we ended up dating for a little while.
Yeah.
Right on.
But you know, other than that, like, I mean, you know, that's a big kind of no as a photographer, sitting there trying to date all the models and stuff. Like, you get that, you know,
that creep guy,
you get that reputation.
Right.
That's it for you.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So, you know, my reputation is kind of like everything in an industry. Like, I got, you know, it's pretty cool because, you know, being that gentleman agent, you know, like, you know, you got, you know, and it's crazy. You got Instagram models that have like millions of followers. Like, hey, when we shoot, and you're like, holy shit! Like, this girl actually reached out to me to shoot. Like, people pay her to shoot, and they want me like, hey, you want to collaborate? Okay. So here I am. Like, my work will get literally shown to millions of people. And I mean, to me, it's like kind of like, it's kind of surreal, you know, and like it doesn't like it's nuts, but. And that's because of my reputation, like just being
that foundation, bro.
That foundation, just being a gentleman.
Yeah.
You know? So
I love that. Touch on that a little bit.
All the pictures are very classy, by the way.
Yeah. Some of
but like classy, sexy, but like all of it.
Yeah. Even like, you know, delving into, you know, photography work, delving into like with them, like I like it because artsy, like implied nude, like the sensuality of, you know, the female body and everything like that, and like really empowering them.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. Like, especially like I'll never forget this. It was one event we did. This girl Jessica, man, and she was strictly fashion, which I shoot, and so we were shooting fashion, and then like, you know, like that's all we did. And then next thing you know, she's like, "Hey, would you want to do boudoir?" I'm like, "Okay." I said, "Have you done it before?" And like me, I usually bring in for that because I don't shoot it. It's kind of hard as a guy to guide them. As a woman, it's more or less like they got to feel it. Like, you know, it's kind of hard, and I'm starting to learn like how to coach it, and that's how I improve my skill set to shoot it, because boudoir is big money. You make a good living being a boudoir photographer, and I like it because it's, you know, essential, not just the money, because it's essential. It's like empowerment. So it's really cool to shoot it. But I told her just to kind of like a couple little things I knew, and then next thing you know, she just took off, and next thing you know, we went from boudoir to like implied nude. And I'm like, holy shit, this girl's never done it before. And now she's like a pro. And she thanked me. She's like, thank you for giving me the confidence to do it. I'm like, I didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Like, that was you. I just like, hey, just do this. And you just went with it. Like, cool, man. Like, and we created some awesome content. That stuff I don't post on social media. I'm big into that type of work. Keep it private.
Yeah.
You know, it's their stuff. They want to post, I'll let them post it. Like, I'm, again, in that regard, I'm very professional with the shit. You know, it is, I mean, I had to ruin a lot of my stuff. I had a ton of content, like just ready to go, but I'm very big into like, okay, let the model post it first, you know? So
that's your artistic craft, my friend.
Yeah.
Well, how you feel about coming back on for second episode, bro?
Third?
Yeah.
That's
well, no. How you feel coming back?
This was good, man. It was good to get back.
You're definitely coming back for a third. When you come back,
you know what I was gonna say? That because you know how you're raised by like a lot of strong women around you, and then so was I. And I used to talk to Eric about this. I was like, about being friends with, always being more comfortable with women, right? Correct. Around this,
yeah.
And
then when you know what I picked? I just learned this last year. So I went to this event, I went to this thing, and I learned that because I'm around all these women, and then I learned that some of these women, they didn't have brothers growing up. Then eventually, through later on in life, these friendships or whatever, somehow you show some type of brotherly, masculine love.
Yeah.
That they never had.
Yeah.
You're that person.
Yeah.
Sometimes you play that role in certain people's lives, maybe for that season or whatever it may be.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree with that. And so a thing, being around women kind of softened me up a little bit, and it's kind of like, you know, people get it kind of fucking twisted, like, you know, about this masculine, like, you have to, as a man, and that's why a lot of men have mental fucking health problems. They don't know how to get in touch with that softer side, or if you want to call it masculine, feminine, and whatever, right? And as women teach, kind of, you know, being around and having those sisters in your life, or being around a women in your life, it kind of teaches you to kind of soften up. You can be, again, a fucking gentleman, but be a fucking animal too at the same time. Like, don't test me. Don't test the gangster. You know, but still be kind, and, you know, and I 100% agree with that, because that's how I develop a lot, like that, like, you know, brother, you know, that sister love. You know, it's funny because my friend Tatiana said it. She's like, it's so funny. She's like literally, you're the only guy I know that will say that I could see in a group of 20 beautiful women, and you say, hey, that's my friends, and you 100% mean it. Like, because I'm very honest. Like, if I'm dating somebody, like, oh, yeah, that's my old lady. That's my boo. Like, and if I say, you know, she said, that's just how you're wired. Like, it's for me to be attracted to somebody in that romantic sense, it takes a lot more than just looks. Like, it really does. Like, they got to have, like, the intellect. Like, I'm different. I'm not 18-year-old Jacob anymore, where, like, you know, I'm trying to fuck anything with a pulse. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like, I mean, like, it just, things have changed. But it's like, you know, like, you really want that, like, it's different. So, like, especially in that world, like, I'll bebop in there, and it's like, people like, holy shit, like, man, they think I'm sleeping with them. I'm like, no, like, I'm like, and I look at them like complete disgust, because it's like, man, that's not who I am. Like, you know what I mean? So,
and that's just the world, bro. Like, the world implies all type, like, always. They're just,
it's I can be friends with women and not have a remote interest in them in that type of way. I mean, it's
100%.
You know, it's just, I'm not wired that way. You know,
I got plenty of girls that are friends. Just normal.
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
a dude, like a dude, just like a dude.
That's right. I mean, but, you know, it's just, it gets misconstrued.
Right.
You know, especially in my world. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, that's the first, dude, I'm telling you, like, every event I get back from, and, like, that's why, like, it's sad, because it's like, almost like, I hate to say this, and I have to kind of shake that, because if I want to grow that business, you know, or whatever, I have to start posting more content.
Right.
What I'm doing.
You're normally good at it, though.
Like, and so I would get back, and, like, I don't give a fuck what my family has to say. Like, I don't care. Like, my mom and dad, their philosophy, as long as I'm happy, like, this motherfucker's off in the Bahamas shooting Playboy models and shit, he's happy, cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Jacob's okay.
Like, I'm happy. They see a smile on my face, they're like, cool. It's like, my other family members, like, what the fuck is this dude doing? Like, they're like, you know,
he left his $150,000 a year job.
You know, like they think I'm having, like, a mid-age crisis or some shit. No, it's not even like that.
You're living your life, dude, and you're helping other people.
Right, I'm helping other people. They don't know what I do. Like, and I got tired of explaining it. Like, I really did.
Yeah,
like, we having this conversation.
I feel that.
And you've seen some of the things I've done.
Oh, dude, all the time.
Just like having conversations
daily.
Motivating people. And I mean,
you motivate
it's just,
me daily, bro.
It's like I'm doing.
I get my shit from you, so keep posting, motherfucker. Hey, dude, I'll be like waking up in the morning. I'm like, all right, what's Jacob post? I need to get that shit.
Like, I sit there,
bro.
like,
So thank you for those daily memes and just whatever you post, bro. Thank you.
I need to start coming up with my own shit, too, man.
No, you do.
That's what I was.
Motherfucker, you do. You do.
I do sometimes.
Don't let him play with y'all. Don't let him play with y'all.
I'll write some notes.
He philosophizes a lot of shit.
Yeah, I do.
Philosophizes. I don't know if I said that right.
Philosophical sizes.
Philosophical. I don't even think that was right. Philosophizes.
Oh, man.
Philosophizes.
All
right, that's a good idea. Philosophize.
Philosophize sound good right now, like a meat pie.
Write that shit down.
Hey, you ready to wrap
TM trademark.
TM right there.
You ready to wrap this shit up?
Yeah.
Hey, philosophize are cool. I already thought about the product and everything. Look, it's gonna come in a little pizza thing. It's gonna come out, and you get rip Like, you know how
Yeah,
it comes
almost like a
like
Chinese,
pizza?
like a fortune cookie.
Yeah.
Hey, Bobo, help this podcast get up to
Subscription right there.
Joe Rogan status.
Hey. Oh yeah. That one I think is gonna work. We're gonna talk about that one.
Subscription papaya. What was it called? All right, dude. Appreciate you coming on again.
Oh,
So, episode what third episode coming when, Bobo? Huh?
What are you talking about?
For Jacob.
June 21st.
All right, you heard it there. I mean, they're probably gonna get it after that anyway. what day is
the
it?
new one, another one, number 3.
Yeah, what day is it today? We saw Kyle's arm wrestling tournament. That was fire. You had a good day?
I chilled.
Yeah.
Did some working out.
I met a baby me.
Yeah, we met a baby Bobo this morning at Starbucks.
And I talked to
at
the mom.
at his fucking
It was
favorite place to go.
beautiful.
Hey, dude, but
love going
what
to
better
coffee
place to meet a baby you than at a fucking Starbucks? At a coffee shop.
Yeah.
Now, if
I heard stories of me when I was
would have
little,
went to fucking
you know?
CC's or French Press or even, what's that one on Metairie Road? I probably would have saw you there too, a little baby you, but it just happened to be at Starbucks at that
He
time.
just came up to me.
Yeah, just right in Bobo's crotch, just like, hey. Just
And I was talking to the mom. I was like, hey. And I was telling her, like,
look just like Bobo almost.
I was like, look, your son has
Had
to
a little
get the gab. I
mustache
was
and
like,
shit.
he's going to be like a speaker. He's going to be an interviewer. He's going to talk. I was like, just.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah,
he's
bro.
gonna, and then I was like,
And I was sitting there fucking waiting for my coffee.
and I was like, look,
mm-hmm.
I used to tell, I used to think I was fucked up, but I was like, I wasn't. These are the things that I like doing, and like blah blah blah. And he's like, thank you.
He's like,
we
you saw
hugged
that
out.
kid? I'm like, yeah. I said, that's you.
So it's crazy because
After he explained that it was like him, I'm like, yeah, bro, I know. He reminded me of you. Like, you
That's
didn't
the
have to say
only
it.
kid I ever met like that.
But it's crazy because they got
His hair was a little
I've-
different than
I've-
yours. You got that thick hair, that dark hair.
I've been in that scenario
This shit was
before
light.
when I saw the younger version myself.
Yeah.
And that younger version had the same fucking feel and vibe. And I had to, something in me said, hey, you need to go talk to that kid. And I walked right up to him and said, hey, everything's going to be okay. You're going to be fine. You're not different.
Yeah.
I said, or if you feel you're different, that's not a bad thing.
Yeah.
I started talking. His mother came. This is probably about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
His mother came up to me and just started bullshitting with me. She's like, "How did you know he was going through some stuff?" I said, "I see him. I see myself in him."
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could tell her. And she just kind of like she goes, "You got a gift." And I was like, I just kind of like had laughed and walked off.
Yeah.
But that kid needed that conversation.
Yeah.
And he was probably about 12, 13, but he looked very similar to me and everything. And I
Yeah.
could see he was struggling with life, like
Yeah.
trying to figure out who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
Like there's something
Right.
internal going on in him, you know?
Yeah, dude.
And like, it's crazy.
Life is fire, bro. We're like,
Yeah,
is-
you see why people was like, who the fuck you gonna interview on the show? I was like, bro, look at this dude, bro. Like, just
Oh, look,
dude,
y'all.
look at these
But,
like,
like, the thing is,
these
like,
beautiful
like
stories,
the things like that. Like
yeah.
everyone has these intentions,
yeah.
and then sometimes
I
you
learn
don't
shit from
do
Jacob
them.
every day. Like,
You know
who
what I
got-
mean?
Yeah.
Like you'll get that you'll get that thing to go do that.
Yeah.
You just got to have the courage to go do it.
Yeah.
It's like your job to go tell that person. I
Correct.
don't know, like it's
well,
like a
you
trickling thing.
feel that energy telling you that. That's
Yeah.
the difference. Some people fight it. Some people like don't want to do it. Some people are scared of it, so they walk away. But like us, we embrace it and just kind of like
Path of the healer,
fucking
man.
do it, bro.
Half of the healers
Path
for
of the
real.
healer.
Yeah, dude. I appreciate you coming on, bro. Bobo.
Hey, look,
Hey, dude.
go like this, look, bro, like the power. Boop,
Power
boom.
Ranger.
Hey, can we make it to a bomb right there, dude?
That's what you want to do. Hey, 1, 2, 3.
God, bro, I love that.